live here on Bengals Breakdown. Billy, we had a little stream key situation there. Billy, what I want you to do here, open us up like we're in a cold open right now. Get the 1 minute intro, just like we're in a cold open. Technical situation here. We're gonna run through the 1 minute countdown like we normally do here on Bengals Breakdown. And we'll see you guys here in just a second. Bengals, Dolphins here in Miami. We'll catch you guys in just 60 seconds. Didn't work again. Strong start here to the stream. That's all right, Billy. We'll just run it. We'll just run it here. People will come in. What's going on, everybody? Chris Daughtery, Billy Beebe, behind the scenes with you guys here today on Bengals Breakdown. We had some technical stuff that started us up here. Didn't get through the 60-second intro, but hey, that's A-okay. We are live here with you guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys here joining us for Week 16. Bengals going down to Miami. We got the chain. We are iced out. The chest is out, baby. We got our party hat. We got our glasses on here today. Look, it's two teams right now that are out of the playoff hunt. We're just hoping for some good football here today. It looks pretty foggy. In Miami Gardens. I think that's where they're coming from here on this NFL broadcast here. Either way, it's going to be a fun game, fun stream for us, I think. Two teams that are not really playing for much except for pride in this game today. We'll talk about, really some of the rumors around the Cincinnati Bengals here for our build-up today. Because at the end of the day, look, it doesn't really matter. Bengals are 4-point favorites in this game, by the way, if you guys want to throw a little bit of money down on this one, by the way. It's crazy. We'll talk about some of the inactives here for the Bengals as well, some of the injuries and stuff like that as well. But I want to hear from you guys down inside the chat. Where are you watching from? We are going to give some shout-outs here with you guys. Like I said, I got Billy Beebe with us here today as well.
What's going on, Chris? Way to adapt to the technical issues here. Tried to solve that quickly, but hey, Hoo-Day Sunday waits for no one, and we are off and running. Chris decided, tough game, weird game, out of the playoffs, Dolphins out of the playoffs. Quinn Ewers, part of this one. He thought, let's bring the vibes, and the fit looks sweet. It's got some beach Bengals vibes to it.
Right. That's what I was going for. And I didn't realize there was so much blue on this shirt until I put it on here this morning. But hey, we're down. We're in Miami today. We got the orange, and hey, we'll just call this the ocean blue is what it is. That's what we're going for there. But man, we're just looking to have some fun on today's show. Honestly, it hasn't been the best season for the Bengals at all at this point. They are completely out of the playoff hunt, and so are the Miami Dolphins. So we're just gonna see if, it's kind of a win-win for the Bengals today. If they win, hey, cool. You get some positive vibes, on the, back half of the season here, or the final 3 games here of the season. Maybe you could turn some things around. Maybe the defense can really start going and, have a positive kind of slate going into that 2026 season. And if you lose, you just go up the draft board. So I guess that's a positive thing as well. Let's see. We got Ironton, Ohio down in the chat. We got Missouri down in the chat. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know. How many people? We got 20 people in here in the chat. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of a smaller audience today because there's just, not much to play for. But, hey, that's why we're bringing the energy for you guys. We got the chest out. We're iced out here today. We got the party chain, the party hat on. We're going to try to bring the positive vibes to you guys, man. Let me know where you guys are watching from. We're not going to do our typical, what to watch for in this game, keys to victory, all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about some of the things, that are really important for this game. The Dolphins obviously not starting Tua in this game. It seems like they're going to move on from Tua, actually eat $99 million or something like that and dead money for his contract. We'll talk about the Bengals transactions that they made this week, some of the inactives for this game. Then there's been some big rumors that have come out here in the past 24 hours or so that we'll talk about here as well. Let's see. Ken saying Cincy bound. Got my mom down in the chat. They're actually on their way to Cincinnati right now for Christmas. So they'll be here this afternoon. Actually, once we wrap up, we're going to film our 2 videos as quickly as possible, and then I'm going to see them.
Let's go.
So,
congrats.
Mom and Dad coming into town, baby. First time. I've been here in Cincinnati for 3 years. First time they've come up. I've gone home, I think, 1 time, 2 times maybe, something like that.
Taking them to Skyline, right?
Oh, yeah. We're going to hit Skyline. We're going to hit the zoo for the Christmas lights at the zoo.
Yeah. That's cool.
We're gonna hit. Me and my fiance live right beside Pyramid Hill.
Okay.
So they got Christmas lights going. So we're gonna hit that. Is there anything else you can think of that's super Cincinnati, Billy, around Christmas time here? I know you're not necessarily from the Cincinnati area, but
well, I don't know how to drive around here anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's true. That's true. If you guys have some fun Christmas things, I know they also right up here they've got the new ice rink downtown here.
There is I'll have to ask the name from somebody, but there's like a Christmas tree walkthrough thing. It's indoors.
Huh.
And they're all decorated different. You walk around
Interesting.
and look at them. So yeah, I'll figure that out and send it to you.
Interesting. We're gonna do graders. We're gonna
Nice, okay.
We're probably gonna hit graders when we hit Jungle Gyms. They gotta see Jungle Gyms.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna show the parents some cool Cincinnati things here around the holiday season. We'll come back here and talk some more Cincinnati stuff here in just a second. But first, we want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's live show. That is Omaha Steaks. From effortless holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. With Omaha Steaks, you know exactly what you guys are gifting. It's USDA certified tender steaks, premium proteins, elegant sides, and decadent, indulgent desserts. Shop this season's top gourmet gifts at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners here at Bengals Breakdown get an additional $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. I know we're sitting here now. It's December 21st. Look, guys, I got a couple bundles for my brother and for one of my best friends growing up. Got a couple bundles for them and their families, and it was sitting on their doorstep in, a solid 48 hours. It was super quick, super easy. So I would assume, can't guarantee anything, obviously, but I would assume that if you ordered, today or tomorrow, you can probably get a bundle of Omaha Steaks to some family member of yours doorstep here in the next 48 hours or so before, probably before Christmas Eve. You can have a little Christmas Eve dinner, maybe even, have a, filet mignon or maybe some T-bones or something like that for your Christmas dinners. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. Right now is the perfect time to save on delicious gifts and holiday hosting favorites. So save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks, and visit omahasteaks.com for an extra $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. Terms do apply, and you can see that website for extra details. But it's omahasteaks.com, promo code Bengals to get an additional $35 off. That link, putting it down in the live chat right now for you guys, so I totally give you permission to leave the stream, go order couple bundles of Omaha Steaks here, for the in-laws and for the family members and everything like that. It's also down in the description of today's show as well. All right, this is our pregame super chat deals for you guys. We're giving away the party hat and chain. Shout out Billy for putting the chain on the line here as well at the end of the season. So got a couple more games here to go before we're going to be giving this away. Last game of the year is January 4th, I believe. 4th or 5th, one of the other day.
Sounds right.
Whatever that Sunday is. We'll be giving it away then. So make sure you get in on that raffle now. Only $1 here during the pregame to get those entries into the hat and chain raffle. $5 super chat. We're going to see who is on the naughty and nice list. Billy, Can you pull that up for us just to show the folks how it works here? We haven't necessarily done the naughty or nice list here on Bengals Breakdown. We've been doing wheel spins for the majority of the season. So just kind of want to show you guys how the naughty or nice list works. So during the pregame build-up here, if you're on the naughty list, you get 5 entries into the hat and chain raffle. If you are on the nice list, you will get 10 entries into the hat and chain raffle. Now, once the game starts, if you're on the naughty list, you only get 1. If you're on the nice list, then you would get 5, I believe is what it is there. So basically, we put your name into the naughty, nice list, generator straight from the North Pole. And basically, there's a little elf up there. The head elf sends us down, your name here from Bengals Breakdown. Go back to that, Billy. And basically, it tells us if you're on the naughty or nice list. So Billy's putting my name in here and say, well, Chris, I don't know how you pulled it off, but you actually made the nice list. So in theory here, I would get 10 entries into the hat and chain raffle. So we'll see, who's on the naughty or nice list. Just because you're on the naughty list, the first time, maybe, Santa's got to check it a second time or something like that. That's actually the in-game menu there, Billy. I know you're trying to do multiple things at once. That's all right. But so $1 to get in the hat and chain raffle, $5 to see if you're going to be on the naughty or nice list. If you send in if you're on the naughty list the first time, maybe we'll check it a second time. Santa's always, sometimes he makes mistakes. There's a reason Santa's got to check the list twice, right? So we'll see if you're on the naughty or nice list. Maybe, it kind of goes back and forth, something like that. $10 super chat is going to be 2 shots of vodka. We've got our vodka Powerade mixed up here, and we've been calling our red shots here kind of the blood of the enemy. I know it's kind of dark. I know it's kind of wild. With Dolphins here, I don't necessarily know if PETA might come after us or something like that for that. I really hope not. It's all fun and games, PETA, if somebody's out there watching. So we're doing our red shots either way here. So $10 super chat, gonna be 2 shots of vodka. $20 super chat during the pre-game build-up here is double beer bongs. I already got 2 Happy Dads right here. If we have to do any more, and I would love to do some more, we'll crack open some more Happy Dads. I'll go get Billy to go get a couple more Happy Dads if we get there. But we did get our first $10 super chat here of today's show. Coming in from Desert Ranger Jesus saying, take down them shots. Let's go. We're gonna start it off a little. Everybody get your Houdays down in the chat,
baby.
Houday, not the Dolphins, baby. Not the Dolphins.
Man, to think we almost lost Desert Ranger Jesus.
To think.
The vibes we could have lost with his little, I don't know if he got accidentally blocked or whatever. Just good to have him back.
Here's one. Desert Ranger starting us off hot. Had 2 McDonald's sausage McMuffins this morning, so got a little bit good stuff on the stomach here to keep me sober for as long as possible. But Desert Ranger starting us off nice here. And shout out Desert Ranger for being our mod as well, blocking the bots there. That's always awesome. That's always awesome. Let's see. Well, throw up that super chat menu again here, Billy. I just want to give some shout outs. There's a couple people commenting and stuff like that while we were going through some of that stuff. Let's see. I saw somebody. Coach Hannah said didn't get the live notification. Don't know why that happened. We did have a little bit of a technical, issue early on. The full intro didn't necessarily go through, so that could have been why. That could have been why there. We kind of just popped up right here on screen. But it's all good. It's all good. You're here now, and that's all that matters. Mike Nintendo Master saying, Chris, got good news. Alabama football report should be moving up in the rankings. Bad news, Buckeyes report will be near the bottom
what are we
of
doing?
the list.
I didn't even broadcast this week.
That's tough.
And all right, I'm not getting into it. I won't do it.
That's tough on the rankings there. Hey, Billy's going to be back. You guys are going to be playing Miami?
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, so I'm sure that'll be a good game. Billy will climb up the rankings, I'm sure, after that there, Mike Nintendo Master. Let's see. Liam dropping the Houday. Chris Bellinger dropping the Houday in there. Appreciate you guys. Tim Tyra down inside the chat as well. Let's see. Liam also said, who you think is going to win? I kind of think this is a Bengals dub today. We'll talk about why I think that here in just a little bit, but I kind of think it's going to be a Bengals dub. Let's see. LeBron saying the Bengals made the nice list because they always give the other teams wins. Yeah, they're really generous on that. They've been really generous on that front this year.
Should we check that, Chris?
What's
Should
that?
we check the nice list?
You could try it. You could try to see what happens there.
See what it says for the Bengals.
Is that you got
That's
the
wrong
wheel
one.
of names on
There
there?
we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's check. Let's see if
I'll put Zack Taylor. How
put
about I
Zack
put
Taylor on there. Let's see if
Yeah.
Zack Taylor's on the naughty or nice list this year. I gotta imagine he's on the nice list, but I don't know. After that press conference the other day, he should be on the naughty list. Yeah. There you go, Zack Taylor. Tisk. You got dissed, Zack Taylor. Santa noticed that. Red stapler you stole from your coworker's office desk last month. So it always pops out a little fun little thing like that as well. So, check us out. $5 super chat to get on the naughty or nice list. Let's see what Duke Tobin is. Duke Tobin, you need to start thinking about packing your bags. That's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. If you don't change soon, Santa is more likely to hunt you down than bring you a present. I like that.
Doesn't lie. List doesn't lie.
I like that. Man, I tell you what, if you guys watched Zack Taylor's press conference the other day, it was a brutal one to watch. I don't know if you saw this, Billy, too. There was a group of Bengals fans actually paid for a sign, a billboard that says, "Fire Tobin, Fire Taylor, Save Burrow." I don't know what highway it is right here coming into the city. I'm not the best with road names. No. I have to GPS
it's tough
everywhere.
To navigate. Yeah, it's tough to navigate this city.
I have to GPS everywhere around this mug. But, yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Zack Taylor, there was the report that we talked about from Paul Danner Jr. Earlier this week where it said that Zack Taylor's contract is actually through 2027, and the next day – they came out and, at the press conference, they were asking him, they were kind of grilling him about, his contract situation and everything like that. And, Zack Taylor was like, "Oh, I don't need to comment on that, blah, 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 blah." They were asking him, do you feel good about ownership, given, putting that faith in you, yada, yada, yada. Zack Taylor basically was like, "You're just going to have to ask them." And they were like, "Well, we don't get a chance to ask them." And he was like, "Well, I'm sorry." And he just laughed in their face. And dude, the one time Zack Taylor ever gets grilled by the media and he turns into a total asshole.
What was the other one? We were watching together. What was the other?
Oh, dude, the other thing that made me mad, they were asking about
Burrow limping, right?
Oh, yeah, a couple injury things here. They were asking about Burrow limping at the end of last week's game. And they were like, "Is that going to be something that, you guys are going to monitor this week or anything like that?" And he just, nope.
I didn't know this.
Your franchise guy that was out for 9 weeks, is limping off the field after getting eliminated from the playoffs. And you're like, "Nope, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna monitor it," which doesn't really surprise me at all, considering what they went through with Trey Hendrickson and T. Higgins. They kept saying Trey Hendrickson, it was a hip injury. No, he actually had to have surgery on his core. And then they had T. Higgins. They clear him from concussion protocol. He goes out there, gets concussed again, and they put him back in the game. And afterwards, he says he's got concussion-like symptoms. No shit, you got knocked out on the field. It doesn't surprise me at all. And then they asked him about Amarius Mims, what kind of, happened with him, on that play or whatever, was there any kind of thought about bringing him back into the game? Obviously, the game was pretty much already over when Amarius Mims got hurt last week. And he basically was like, I don't really remember. Does Zack Taylor have the worst memory of head coaches in the NFL or what? You got Sean McVay out here, can spit off, 3rd and 3 plays from a 2017 game. Zack Taylor can't remember what happened the week before. It just doesn't really compute to me. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe Zack Taylor just mums the word, doesn't want to say anything, doesn't want to divulge much. But that's a simple question. That really just like, was there, you were already down 24-0. Was there any thought of putting Amarius Mims back in, or did you guys just, hold him out because the game was already over? Oh, I don't remember. What do you remember, Zach? What do you remember? Sorry, I had to go off on a little rant there about Zack Taylor. He has just been bad. He has just been bad. And by the way, he'll probably be here through 2027. I guess we'll find out how next year goes, though. All right, let's talk a little bit more about this game, though, here. Currently, right now, the Bengals sit at the number 9 pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. And there is a situation today where it's a win-win for you, but it does require the Bengals to lose. So you guys can also vote up at the pin poll. I understand. Either way, do you actually want the Bengals to win today? Yes, because you hate losing. No, you don't want the Bengals to win. You want to get a higher draft pick. Let me know what you guys think at the pin poll of today's show. Now, if the Bengals lose, there is a win-win here with this Jets versus the Saints game that will end up happening here at 1 p.m. as well. So we'll follow this game here, through pretty much the entirety of our game here. Basically, how it sits right now, the Jets are sitting at the number 5 pick right now. The Saints are sitting at the number 8 pick, one above you, but they have the same exact record as you. So, if the Jets win and the Bengals lose, they would both be at 4-11 at that point. But the Jets would actually have a higher strength of schedule. So then basically they would drop below the Bengals at that point, because that is the next tiebreaker, strength of schedule at that point. If the Saints win and the Bengals lose, well, then the Saints would just have a better record than the Bengals at that point, and you would still jump up at least one more spot in the 2026 NFL draft order there. So, look, I get it either way. If you want to win, you just hate losing. They asked the guys, they asked Joe Burrow, they asked Zack Taylor about all that, and I get it. It's not in, the coach's DNA. It's not in the player's DNA. They want to win football games. They're not out here trying to tank for draft picks like fans, might be. So I totally get that. Do you have a loser mentality? I think as fans, at this point in the season, you're out of the playoffs. I think it's fine to not want to win the game. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to beat the Dolphins today? Type Y for yes or N for no down inside the comments. Coach Hannah said, I just can't handle losing for any reason. That's fair. That's fair. Desert Ranger say going for the dub. Totally understand that. Totally understand it. Let's see. Tim Tyra wants to win. Look, respect to anybody that wants to win, and honestly, respect to anybody that wants to lose. Hey, today, I just hope both teams have fun. I hope both teams have fun out there.
Are you, well, I know, we're obviously a lot of Bengals fans and people interested in the Bengals, but, I like football enough that I'm interested to see Quinn Ewers today. And I know you're going to get into that in a second, so I don't want to, get into all that. But that's my interest in this game overall is, Bengals, yeah, but, let's see what Quinn Ewers is.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of funny thing about Quinn, too. I remember back to the draft, they there was this interesting kind of back and forth with Quinn Ewers. Technically, he could have gone back to college. Now, Arch was behind him, so that was the situation there. Now, there were reports out there that, he had teams offering him, multiple millions of dollars to hit the transfer portal and come be their quarterback for an extra year. And he ends up falling to the 7th round. Some people thought maybe he'd go to the 4th round or 5th round, something like that. But ends up falling out there down to the 7th round. And I guess we're going to find out today if this ends up being a steal or does it really mean anything against this Bengals defense. The defense actually has played better after the bye week. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, there's a couple Ohio State guys right now, Chris, where just go back to school and play and make money. They're getting paid. It's different now, but draft stock could get worse. So I look at a guy like Kenyatta Jackson for Ohio State, 2nd, 3rd round pick right now. Maybe he goes back and goes off and he's a 1st rounder. Maybe he has the exact same season and the scouts are like, who is this guy? Drops to a 4th, a 5th, a 6th. Ewers probably should have went back, made a little extra money, and would have been a 7th-rounder anyway, 6th-rounder anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what are you getting as a 7th-rounder?
Yeah.
Like $500,000.
And it's crazy. McCord was drafted before him. He's already, not on a team. He's out. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of a crapshoot with the quarterback sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see. Amy saying, hello, I want to see Burrow's body language today. That's an interesting point.
He's been moody.
He's been moody, that's for sure. That's for sure.
He has been moody.
I think he's been moody mainly because the Bengals have just not been good. There's been rumors out there that maybe he's not maybe he's going through some other stuff off the field or something like that. I don't know what that could be or would be or if that's even true or not. But, maybe there's just a little bit of something going on otherwise for Joe Burrow there. But we'll see. We'll see. The major news, though, today, I guess it came out the other day. We did a video on it the other day. Adam Schefter reported that the Dolphins are benching quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. And, yes, like we were just talking about a second ago, Quinn Ewers is going to be the starting quarterback here for this Miami Dolphins team. Tua just has not been the guy that he was the first couple years, and especially coming out of college. And I guess even coming out of college, that last year with Alabama, he was playing great, but then ended up, breaking his hip, had to have surgery on his hip. And there was even a report this morning from, Adam Schefter that the Dolphins tried to trade up to the number 1 pick in that 2020 NFL draft. They offered the Bengals 4 first-round picks to trade up to draft Joe Burrow at number 1 overall. And the Bengals didn't do it. And they ended up going with Joe Burrow. So I guess, you can think about it any way you want to there. Should they have traded it? Is the fact that you got Joe Burrow, your franchise quarterback, good enough to just say, I don't care about the draft picks at all? Either way, the Dolphins ended up getting Tua. First couple years, he actually was pretty good. But, last year started, dealing with the concussions. And then this year, it has not been good at all. Only 20 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. That is not a good enough ratio at all. He's been taking a bunch of sacks, too. I don't know, it seemed like last week he was kind of giving up. Maybe that was, a little bit of that, not trying to protect the body type of thing. He's just going down. He's not trying to get outside the pocket and throw the ball away or anything like that. Either way, Tua, not even the, second quarterback for the Dolphins. Now, number 1 is going to be Quinn Ewers. And like we said a second ago, was the 7th-round pick for the Miami Dolphins last year. Has only played in 1 game this year. Was 5 for 8 in that game. So this is going to be his first start. We'll see what Quinn Ewers actually has in the tank here. First real opportunity for anybody to really see him. But I will say this as well. He has been a backup all season long. Hasn't had a ton of pressure put on him yet. We'll see if just giving him that time there helps him out in this, Mike McDaniel's, offensive scheme here. And it's just crazy that, Tua's not even going to be, quarterback 2 for the Dolphins. It's actually going to be Zach Wilson, who has really never been good. It just seems at this point now that the Dolphins are just going to straight up move off of Tua. They're going to eat that, $99, almost $100 million in dead money, which is also nuts to think about as well. But yeah, he'll be the emergency third quarterback, and Zach Wilson is going to end up being the quarterback 2 here. And I wonder how fast that trigger 2 is, Billy. This game means nothing to either team at this point. It's all about the future. If Quinn Ewers goes out there and he's playing like crap, are they going to pull him immediately, at halftime for Zach Wilson, or would they just save Zach Wilson if Quinn Ewers ends up getting hurt? I think that's going to be another interesting storyline that we'll have to follow from the Dolphins side of things in this game today. If he ends up getting hurt, or they're just going to ride with Quinn Ewers for the majority, if not the entirety, of today's game. The Bengals, by the way, did have a couple transactions that they did this week here. They ended up pulling Shaka Hayward activated him from injured reserve. Keyshawn Williams, they acquired him from waivers. He got released by the Steelers. I think for the most part, he's going to end up playing kind of that return man role. Charlie Jones today is out for the Bengals. Jake Browning is their emergency third quarterback. Braylon Lux, they ended up elevating him from the practice squad, but he is inactive today. So, take that how you will there. P.J. Jules still going to be on the inactive list today. Joseph Osai, Noah Fant, Jordan Jefferson, all inactive for the Bengals today. Now, you do have Shamar Stewart activated to the 53-man roster, so we'll see how that ends up playing out for the Bengals here today. Been kind of a disappointing season so far here for Shamar Stewart. He's only played in 5 games, I believe, this year. Only 6 tackles so far, but the majority of the time he's been injured. Actually tore his PCL back in November. That's why he had to go to injured reserve, here for the last month, which is kind of crazy because there was absolutely no reporting on it. They just called it a knee injury. Okay. They didn't say actually what it was, which surprises me because the NFL is usually very transparent about what injuries actually are. By the way, Chris Jenkins Jr. also placed on injured reserve. He is going to be out for the rest of the season. Bengals end up bringing up Howard Cross III from the practice squad as well. Now, one big key injury that we need to follow here today is T. Higgins. He was out last week with a concussion. He got concussed the week before. He was out the week before that with a concussion because he got knocked out with a concussion in that Patriots game. And just the whole saga around T. Higgins and the concussions over the last month or so here has been crazy because he got concussed and he was out for the next game and then cleared concussion protocol, comes back, he's playing his heart out, bangs his head on the ground a couple times. And it was he's obviously concussed. The independent neurological people come in and they're like, all right, yeah, we think he's concussed. Bengals training staff, I guess the league rules say they can override the independent neurological consultant, which I think is crazy considering, isn't that why you have the independent consultant out there to keep the player safe, from themselves and from the team who's obviously trying to win the game, obviously trying to have their best players out there. It was reported this morning, Ian Rappaport saying that T. Higgins was cleared from NFL's concussion protocol. They actually sent him to a renowned concussion expert, Dr. Mickey Collins out of Pittsburgh, to confirm that he was cleared. So I'll give him that. They got a second opinion on that, and he gave additional reassurance that T. Higgins was going to be cleared to play today. So, that's, I guess a good thing at the end of the day. They're not just going out there saying, T. Higgins, one of the best players on the team right now. We need him to play, F the protocol or anything like that. So at least they got a second opinion there. Make sure you guys drop a like here on today's show. Sitting at 16 likes right now. Every 25 likes during the pregame, we're going to give away a free raffle entry to the Party Hat and Chain raffle here. So like that video. If you guys want the Bengals to get a dub today, like the video if you want them to tank and get a better draft pick. Either way, like the video. It's super simple. It's free. It's easy. The more likes we get on the show, it tells YouTube, hey, we love what you guys are doing here, or you guys love what we're doing here, and it pushes it out into the algorithm to all Cincinnati Bengals fans out there to get them here on the channel and join us for our watch parties. We got 19 right now. Can we get to 25, man? Can we get to 25? We'll give away that free entry. And we'll come back to this here in just a second, but we want to give a shout-out to this $5 super chat coming in from Mike saying, save Burrow, fire Pook Tobin, and snack Taylor. That's pretty hilarious. We ran their names through the naughty or nice list generator. Both of those guys were on the naughty list, so not naughty enough to get fired, though, I guess. So, Mike, we're going to run your name through the naughty or nice generator here, and we're going to see how many entries you get into the hat and chain raffle. Go ahead and hit submit there, Billy. Might have to type it in again or something there. Mike, you'll be getting a big gift this year. A big box of packaged air. That's right, Mike. You're on the naughty list.
Naughty.
Uh-oh, Mike. What'd you do to get on the naughty list, man? That's okay, Mike. You're still going to get 5 entries from us. Might be getting coal and air from Santa, but you're going to be getting 5 entries from us. If you're on the nice list, by the way, you get 10 entries here during the pregame show. Let's see, we're at 22 likes right now. We need 3 more people to like the stream, and we'll give away a free entry into the hat and chain raffle. So we got about 27 minutes or so here until kickoff. He said, that's good. We give people more leeway than Santa does to be on the nice list.
Desert Ranger Jesus, you gotta get your super chat in. We'll see if you're naughty or nice, man.
Yeah.
You can't assume.
Yeah, you can't assume. You know what's funny? So when Stone last year was doing the live streams and everything like that, Desert Ranger came in. I remember I was producing for him at the time, and he was calling him Desert Ranger Jesus.
Yeah, I did that.
And it was like 2 or 3 games went by, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Jesus. I'm pretty sure it's Jesus there, Stone. But it made me think, just because you got Jesus in the name doesn't mean you're on the nice list.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he Snapchatted earlier. He got the party going. So
yeah.
props to Desert Ranger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Super chat deals during the pregame show here. $1 super chat, you get into the hat and chain raffle. $5 super chat, we'll check you out. We'll see if you're on the naughty or nice list here. If you're on the naughty list during the pregame show, you're still going to get 5 entries into the hat and chain raffle. But if you're on the nice list, we'll give you 10 entries to the hat and chain raffle there. $10 super chat is going to be 2 shots of vodka and a $20 super chat, which we still haven't gotten yet. We're going to do some beer bongs here today. Some of our stickers are starting to kind of come off like towards the bottom here. Now, we have filled up the beer bong of honor here. So what I'm going to do, we started going down the 2, but those aren't really working great. So I'm just going to try to find spots where I can add stickers in there. Like there's some spots where I can add stickers in there. I don't know if you guys could have seen that or not. But there's like some open spaces, like somewhere like right there, something like that. We'll add a sticker in there for you guys. So I've got two Happy Dads right here ready to go down. Double beer bongs for $20 super chat during today's pregame show. And we got another $10 super chat coming in from Desert Ranger. Desert Ranger, definitely on the nice list.
Should we check, or you think we just leave it?
I think
he's been nice so far. I'd put him on it.
10 is just 10 is shots. We'll save the naughty or nice list for 5.
Yeah.
You know, like Mitch said that one day. You know, you order a steak. You order a steak for $25 doesn't necessarily mean, you know, you get the lobster for 10 or something like that, you know. So 2 shots of vodka.
W's for Desert Ranger down below. He's starting the party. He's getting it going. W's for Desert Ranger.
Woo! Solid mixture there, Billy. Solid mixture there. Tyler said, hate these bums, Taylor and Tobin. I think everybody does. Especially the people that paid for the billboard the other day, which is comedy. I think that's absolutely hilarious and well deserved. They are not good at their jobs at all. We got about 24 minutes or so until kickoff. Want to go through some more. We got to 25 likes, Billy. So let's do this first, and then we'll come back to this report here. Let's set up for the Spam Who Day. Who Day down in the chat. Spam your Who Days down in the chat, folks. We'll give away a free entry to the hat and chain raffle for hitting the 25 likes there. Appreciate every single one of you guys that liked today's show. Every 25 likes. So once we get to 50, we'll do this again. Spam your Who Days down in the chat. Mike said, how much do we need for another billboard? I don't know how much it costs. And I tell you what, too, it's not even a true – it is a billboard, but it's one of those billboards that's like animated, I guess, whatever you want to call it there, and it flips to different ads. So I didn't even see it this morning. It was on a different ad when I drove by. But I caught it. I caught it when I was coming into work on Friday. I saw it. Got Coach Hannah spamming the Who Days down there. Nolan. Let's see. Esteban Julio Connor Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez. Name the reference, Billy. Zach and Cody, baby.
Zach and Cody, yeah. I was really happy. I was on TikTok the other day, and I found it was just like, enjoy this full episode. It was like the
Zach
full
and Cody?
Zach and Cody Christmas episode, and I was like, you know what?
Is that the one where they did the commercial?
I didn't watch all of it, to be honest. I don't
Okay.
remember. But I was like, I saved it because I'm like, this will be nice at some
Yeah.
point. Just chill out and watch this.
Yeah, I think that's the one where they did the commercial.
At the Tipton, you can make your dreams come true.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Christmas specials from Disney, from Nickelodeon,
Oh, yeah.
electric. Chris and I were talking Fairly Odd Parents earlier. Just great. Great stuff.
Early, well, I guess, were you 98 as well, born in 98?
99.
So-
No, 98, yeah.
So
sorry.
late 90s kid. Billy doesn't know when he was born.
I know.
That's okay. I always have to do the math. When people ask me how old I am, I always have to be like, okay, we're in 2025 plus 2, I'm 27.
I know. And I'm at an age now where I'm not near like a marker age. So
Right.
like, people will be like, how old are you? I'm like, that's right. I'm like, yeah, I'm 27.
And you always get trolled for it, too.
Yeah,
Everybody's
you don't
like, you don't know
know.
your age? Well, it's like,
I know.
I'm not close to anything anymore. I'm far away from 21 at this point. I guess 15 was a mile marker. 16 was a mile marker. 18 was a mile marker. I guess for me, though, 19 is like in Alabama, 19 is like, you're like, you can't do anything until you're 19.
No, once you're past 18, though, you're 21. It's a little like
Basically.
viral. I think I could sing that whole Tipton song, dude. Now it's in my head, and I'm just like thinking of that whole song.
That's funny. We're going to go with Coach Hannah, by the way, for spamming the Who Days down there. Coach
W's
Hannah.
for Coach Hannah.
Shout out Coach Hannah. Always spamming the Who Days. Royals fan, back on that wanting to be a mod. Back on that one. I respect the grind. Royals fan. But we got our mod today. Desert Ranger Jesus. If there is a game where the mod has not shown up, whatever, we'll make you the mod. I promise. But until then, I respect the grind though. What is? It's not. Yeah, he says it's not up to him. Yeah. It's up to me. He said, I'll be here forever, though. LOL. Hey, if you're here forever, I'm sure one day Desert Ranger's going to be sick. Everybody gets sick. One day, maybe it's 4 o'clock game or something like that. Desert Ranger, he's watching the 1 o'clock games or something like that. You take that little afternoon nap sometimes right before the 4 o'clock window. Sometimes you wake up and the game's over. If that's the case, Royals fan, you will be the mod for that day. He said, don't wish that on me. I'm not wishing it on you.
No.
Just, things happen. You never know what could happen. All right, let's get into some Bengals rumors here. Ian Rappaport put out a report. What a name. Rappaport putting out a report this morning. Basically, they were talking about coaching stuff for the majority of the report. But kind of towards the end of the hit, talking about the Cincinnati Bengals, might have hinted at what the Bengals might, target during the offseason to address the defense. Now, I'll start off this by saying, basically said, Al Golden, probably safe, when it comes to his job there. This was the report from Ian Rappaport about, what I'm taking away from it is what the Bengals are going to do on defense in the offseason to try to fix it. He said the biggest question is whether Zack Taylor will make a defensive coordinator change for the second consecutive year. The unit has been one of the worst. It has been the worst in the NFL this season under Al Golden, as injuries to star pass rusher Trey Hendrickson and first-round pick Shamar Stewart has crippled the pass rush. But when Taylor was asked about the defense recently, he indicated beefing up the defensive line to make the entire unit better was the priority rather than wholesale changes. And there does seem to be an argument as Cincinnati's defense from weeks 11 to 15, here the weeks after the bye week, have given up 6 fewer points per game and allowed nearly 70 fewer passing yards per game compared to the first 10 weeks. I wonder, how much some of that has to do with the Bengals signing, Jalen Davis to the, 53-man roster there. He, added at the end there that the Bengals rank, 6th in the NFL in takeaways since week 11, so that is progress. Now, when they talk about the defensive line, this is where your defensive line sits right now, those interior guys, not necessarily bringing the edge rushers into the equation here. You got most of these guys signed through 2027. TJ Slayton, they have him through 2026. Now, he is on the, older end of the scale here. BJ Hill also on the older end of things here. Jordan Jefferson, he's kind of a role player. He's been inactive for a lot this year. McKinley Jackson and Chris Jenkins Jr., they drafted both of those guys just 2 years ago, I believe it was now, in the NFL. So, those guys, we'll see if they, continue to get better. Chris Jenkins Jr. has definitely taken a little bit of a stride this year, I think. McKinley Jackson still kind of trying to wait on him. He was a healthy scratch for, pretty much every week all the way up into the NFL trade deadline. Then he actually requested a trade, and then since then he has not been inactive, but he really still hasn't played that much since then. So we'll see. Are you going to cut B.J. Hill? Are you going to cut T.J. Slayton? I think if anything, maybe T.J. Slayton. There's a possibility there that maybe you could, take the little bit of dead money on him and try to get somebody else in the NFL draft here. There's a couple names that I wanted to hit on. Just a couple of targets here on Mel Kiper's big board in the top 25. Caden McDonald. I was asking our draft expert here, Tom Downey, about Caden McDonald, and I was like, is he a guy that you would pick at that number, 8, 9, 10 spot? And he said probably not. That's probably going to be a stretch there. So maybe, a couple of these guys, would you be willing to trade back in the first round and go defensive line? Because I think there's definitely a couple edge rushers that you could possibly get if you traded back. There's a couple interior guys that you could possibly get if you traded back. Peter Woods didn't necessarily have the best year this year, so I'm kind of iffy on Peter Woods. I was excited about him coming in to this 2025 college football season, but he just hasn't had the best year. You saw Ruben Bain go absolutely insane yesterday in that Texas A&M versus Miami game. There's some rumors out there. Miami uses him as an edge rusher. The arm length is kind of a concern there. Could they beef him up just a little bit more? Put about 15 pounds or so more on him and kick him inside. Could he play on the inside? There's definitely some, thoughts about that happening once he goes to the NFL. And then Amari Washington as well, out of Oregon. He's another guy that has had a, pretty good season this year as well. So just a couple names to monitor when it comes to those interior defensive linemen in the draft. Those are some names that I could definitely see the Cincinnati Bengals going after, especially if they end up trading back in that first round. Now, I will say this as well. Desert Ranger Jesus also brings him up down in the chat. Caleb Downs. There's different philosophies in the NFL draft amongst different teams out there. The safety position has widely been regarded as a position that you don't necessarily take in the top 10. I kind of think it's BS, especially when you look at this Bengals defense and you look at the spine of this Bengals defense. Now, they're most likely not going to go linebacker because they got those two, 40-year-old rookie linebackers that they picked in the draft last year, in Barrett Carter and Demetrius Knight. They're probably not going to go linebacker there. So, I got to feel, I would want Caleb Downs. I think any way you could possibly get Caleb Downs, personally, I think he's the best player in the draft. I think he's the number one player in the draft. But the fact that he plays safety that's an issue. That's an issue for NFL teams. I think you need to draft player over position when it comes to Caleb Downs. He is easily – you put him on this Bengals defense, especially if Trey Hendrickson isn't here, he would probably be the best player on this defense. You can make him the green dot guy. He's the quarterback of the defense. I think you should do whatever you possibly can to draft Caleb Downs. I don't care if it's at number 8. I don't care, if you're inside the top 10, I think you need to get him. But I think there's a good chance the Bengals don't go down that route. We'll see what happens, but a couple names I think we need to monitor here as, the Bengals, we'll see if they win or lose today, how that affects their draft stock. I want to hear from you guys down inside the chat, though. What position should the Bengals target in the NFL draft? In the first round. Let me know what you guys think. Is it safety? Is it defensive line? Is it edge rusher? Let me know what you guys think. Joe says best DB available or defensive end. Now, there's another guy as well, Mansour Delane. Probably the number 1 corner, I would say, right now at LSU. That kid's been really, really good this year. I would consider him as well. Now, I do think you have to take into account that, since Cam Taylor-Britt's been out, they put Jalen Davis in that nickel spot, and they moved Dax Hill back out to that outside, corner spot, and they've played better. You talk about that report there from Ian Rappaport said they've since week 11, they've allowed nearly 70 fewer pass yards per game compared to the first 10 weeks. So I think it's definitely helped. I think if you add Caleb Downs to that equation at that safety spot, it would help you out even more. Mike is just saying best player available on defense. I agree with that. Nolan saying defensive end.
I don't think you trust this front office to make a defensive end pick after Shamar Stewart. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's hard right now too because Shamar Stewart had basically no productivity at Texas A&M. Now, at the beginning of the year, I kind of said that there were multiple players on that Texas A&M team in that window. You think about Nolan Wilson. He ended up transferring to Ole Miss. Didn't have a lot of production when he was at Texas A&M. So I wonder if you could blame that production or lack of production on Texas A&M. I think that's probably a fair point to make. And the fact that he has been injured so much this year, you just haven't really gotten a chance to, make, a good evaluation of it.
Yeah.
It's been a shame. It's really been a shame.
The thing about Downs, the good part if you draft Caleb Downs is every other team would take Caleb Downs, probably where you are. So that's, for whatever that's worth, you can maybe feel a little bit better, like you're not reaching, you're not trying something special, you're not like doing something outside the box. It's like everybody would take Caleb Downs in the top 10. You're taking him at 9. Take him.
It's like, we were talking about Kyle Hamilton a few days ago. He fell in the draft, right? He fell down inside the 20s, didn't he?
Hamilton?
Yeah.
I do remember he dropped a little bit for sure. I don't know if it was that far.
Let's see. And he was easily.
Downs can also, it should be noted, Downs can get up in the box.
14. He dropped to 14.
Okay. Downs can get up in the box and basically play linebacker for you.
Yeah.
Nickel for you. He can chase the quarterback down. He can blitz for you. I mean, Caleb Downs can do a lot of stuff for your team. I think he is worth a top 10 pick. I know safety is like a so-so position value-wise, but I think he can do it. And recent good safeties have really made the difference on some of these defenses lately. Hamilton, Derwin James. When Minka was like really booming, like Minka was a game-changing safety for the Dolphins.
Absolutely. I think if you upgrade that position, it helps your defense out a lot. And especially there's other things that I'll just highlight here, Billy, because we're getting close to kickoff time.
Okay.
Major decisions that you're going to have to make in the offseason here. What are you going to do with Trey Hendrickson? Are you going to tag him? Are you going to tag and trade him? Are you just going to let him go to free agency here? He does not have a no tag clause in his contract. So if you franchise tag him, it's going to be about $35 million. You want to pay that for a guy who, is on the north side of 30 years old. And when he's healthy, definitely one of the best players in the NFL. You want to chance that, though. That's a question that this Bengals front office is going to have to answer. Joseph Osai, he's going to be a free agent after the season as well. I am on team bring back Joseph Osai if you can get him for cheap. What is cheap? Right now, he's on I think 1 year, $6.5 million prove-it deal. It is $12, $15 million a year for like 3 or 4 years out of the equation. I think if you could get him for that would probably be fine. Could you get him for a little bit cheaper? That would be nice if you could. But he's going to be wanting a little bit more money than that just $6.5 million that he's making right now. So if the Bengals end up bringing back Trey Hendrickson, if they bring back Joseph Osai, I think that puts you in that realm of taking Caleb Downs in the draft. But if they make decisions to move off of these guys, I think that's going to tell you a lot about what the Bengals end up doing. The problem is we won't know because the draft happens before free agency. So maybe, the Bengals just, make their decision known before that ends up happening. But I don't know. That would kind of be, you got your cards here, you're playing poker and being like, hey, you're showing your cards at that point what you're going to do in the draft by letting other teams know if you make that decision known. So I guess whatever the Bengals do in the draft is actually going to tell us a lot about what they end up doing with these two players here. All right, we'll come back here in just a second. But first, we want to give another shout-out to the sponsor of today's show. It is Omaha Steaks. From effortless holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. With Omaha Steaks, you know exactly what you're getting this holiday season. It's USDA certified tender steaks, premium proteins, elegant sides, decadent and indulgent desserts. So shop this season's top gourmet gifts at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners here at Bengals Breakdown get an extra $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. We are now 4 days until Christmas. If you order your Omaha Steak bundle today, there's a good chance it would be on, your doorstep or somebody else's doorstep, if you're sending it as a gift. That's what I did. I sent my brother, sent my best friend a bundle each from Omaha Steaks. It was sitting on their doorsteps within 48 hours. So you can get it quick. It is very simple. It is very easy. They have chicken. They have pork. Obviously, they have steaks. They've got good sides. They got seafood. They've even got wine on there as well. A lot of different types of bundles that you guys can choose from. A lot of different types of options as well. So save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites at omahasteaks.com and visit omahasteaks.com to get $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. Terms do apply, and you can see that website for extra details, but it's omahasteaks.com, promo code Bengals. That link, by the way, down inside the comments section and the description of today's show. All right, we're about 5 minutes away until kickoff here, so get your Super Chats in now to get the best deals possible. $1 Super Chat you get in on the hat and chain raffle that will be given away at the end of the season. Just a couple more games left to get in on that. $5 Super Chat, we'll see. Are you on the naughty list or are you on the nice list here right before Christmas? It's a good chance too, Billy, I think. If you do end up on the naughty list, you got a couple more days to,
you can shape up.
Go down. Maybe give that homeless guy $1.
Nobody on the nice list yet.
Yeah, and nobody?
Nobody on the nice list.
Nobody on the nice list yet. Well, we've only run it one time,
we did
right?
Mike, Duke Tobin, and Zack Taylor all on the naughty list.
All on the naughty list. Duke.
Zack Taylor and Duke, we knew, though.
We knew that.
That wasn't a big thing.
We knew that. But look, even if you're on the naughty list, you can send in another $5 Super Chat. Santa's always got to check the list twice, right? So maybe he made a mistake the first time. Santa does not make a lot of mistakes, but there's a reason he checks the list twice, right? So maybe, you check it the second time, you're like, oh, wait, no, Mike, you were actually supposed to be on the nice list. You did a couple good things, maybe unprovoked. Your wife walks in and you're like, babe, you're looking fine right now. That might get you on the nice list. That might get you on the nice list. Maybe go get her some flowers or something like that this afternoon. That'll get her on the nice list there. So we'll see for a $5 super chat if you're on the naughty or nice list during the pregame show. Only 3 minutes left. If you're on the naughty list, you get 5 entries. If you're on the nice list, you get 10. Once the game starts, it goes 1 and 5 entries to that point. So you only got a couple minutes left to get the best deals possible there. We've already done 4 shots because Desert Ranger Jesus has sent in 2 different $10 super chats in. So we've done a couple shots here today. Just a couple more minutes to get in on that action. And also, $20 super chat during the pregame. Going to be 2 beer bongs for you guys. Look, man, I've got the happy dads here. We're ready to party. We're trying to see. We're down in Miami, baby. We're down in Miami. That's why we got the shades on, our Miami hat. We're I guess this isn't ice. We got the gold chain on. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. To get those super chats in, I want to see the first $20 super chat because the game is starting now. First $20 super chat, we're going to rock 2. We're going to rock 2 beer bongs. So I want to see who's trying to party down here in Miami today, baby. If you guys are ready for kickoff here, Dolphins versus Bengals. Spam your Who Days down inside the comment section.
Who Day.
Who Day.
Let's go.
Quinn Ewers out here. Who does Quinn look like? I feel like Quinn Ewers looks just like a kid that I met in college. Just like a kid I met in college. We are ready. The Bengals will get the ball first. They'll take it at the 5. Keyshawn Williams here in the game will take it out to the 25. Newly acquired to this Bengals team with Charlie Jones being out.
Yes, the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Cincinnati Bengals take over here.
The Dolphins of Miami.
Let's see. Backseat Studio said, get the clown suit ready. We got it. We got it right here. Hopefully we don't got to put it on.
Chris, I'm pumped about somebody winning that hat and chain and, being at home and, a team scores on the Bengals next season and they just, run into the other room and put it on. Because you have to. If you win the chain and hat, you got to just throw it on.
They'll go end around here, right side to Chase Brown. And he'll pick up 1. They had Samaje Perine in there at running back. Chase Brown was on the left side. They put him in motion, handed it off to him. And they'll keep both running backs in the game here for another play.
Yeah, and the clown suit. We
got it.
Do you have too good of vibes to do a clown suit today?
As of right now, too good of vibes. We'll see how they go. You can take the kickoff counter down. 2nd and 8. Both running backs in the shotgun with Burrow. He's back to pass. He'll fire. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Jamar Chase. It'll be 3rd and 8 now. Type your 3s. Shanice saying, do y'all think Joe Burrow is going to carry today? We'll see. Didn't play great last week. This Miami team is not good either. Miami looking like they're going to bring a blitz here. They'll drop it and only bring 4. Burrow back to pass. Looks, caught. Chase, first down, type your 1s. Pick up a 9 there to Uno. So 1st and 10 here from 35. Handoff up the middle. Chase Brown. He's fighting forward. He'll pick up 4. Bless you, Billy. Sam said they got a better record than we do. That is true. They almost fought their way back into playoff. Well, they were in contention, but ended up getting eliminated last week, I believe it was. That's when they made that decision to officially move off of Tua. 2nd and 6, they'll put Tinsley over on the right side. Play action, Burrow rolling out right. He's going to get it to Tinsley on the sidelines, incomplete. Had Chase Brown down in the flat. Burrow decides to go for the deeper pass there and overthrows Tinsley. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 now. I mean, Tinsley was open. Burrow puts it on him. It's a catch. Or it's a first down. Third and 6 now. From the 39. Burrow. Looking. Pressure. He goes down. Orlando Brown gets beat off the left side. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Bengals are going to have to punt. That was Zack Taylor coming off that left side. Really, they kind of ran a little twist, a little stunt. Went from Fairchild, just kind of let him go. Rico gets the punt away. Nice punt here. Fair caught at the 14-yard line. Like we were talking about the other day, Billy, during that Alabama game, it could be a game of field position today. Game of field position. That's why Ryan Rico has been really good for this Bengals team. He's had a couple punts that haven't been great, but he flips the field most times. Most times. And Evan McPherson, I would say he's a top 3 kicker in the NFL. You got Brandon Aubrey, Evan McPherson.
Is it Money Mac? Is that it?
Oh, yeah, Money Mac, baby. Money Mac.
Couldn't remember the other day. I was doing a Prize Picks lineup for our Ohio State channel, and I called him Money Mac, but I wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Some Bengals fan I am.
Yeah, let us know at the pin poll. Dead Man bringing it up here saying Bengals won't tank, but they won't win either. That's kind of what I thought about last week. Was to me, I was like, man, they're playing like they're trying to win this game, but they just can't. They just can't. They're just the best at tanking. Topher down in the chat saying, "Yo, what's going on, Topher?" That's what my youth pastor used to call me Topher growing up. She was a big Topher Grace fan. I think from that 70s show. Because my full name is Christopher. So she used to just shorten it and call me Topher. Yeah, let us know what you guys think. 71% of people that have voted so far, 193 votes on the pin poll, want to win this game. And I respect it. I respect either answer, to be completely honest with you. Let's see. Jesse's saying, what's happening? Why can't the offense move the ball? Well, look, you had an opportunity there. I think it was on 2nd down to, if you just check it down to Chase Brown, you would have got the first down. But Joe Burrow elected to go downfield, try to get it to Mitchell Tinsley, and overthrew him. So, decisions, accuracy. 10 flat said Burrow had a wide open receiver on that rollout. Just went for the home run, dink and dunk. Yeah, it's just, look, Mitchell Tinsley was open too. You just got to hit him. Just got to hit him. Jeff Ward said Orlando Brown sure is starting to look like a waste of money. Tough. I don't know if that was on Brown or if that was on Dylan Fairchild there. There was a twist on the defensive line there, so they'll hand it off on the right side as Quinn Ewers comes out making his first start for the Miami Dolphins this year. Pick up about 4 on that one. But, yeah, that'll definitely be a conversation we have about Orlando Brown if the Bengals want to eat that money because he is signed through 2026. 2nd and 6. They're going to get it out left side here. Nice pursuit. It's going to pick up nothing. Is that McKinley Jackson making that play? It's going to be 3rd and 6. Type your threes. Jesse, this is the 3rd play here for the Dolphins, so we'll see if Shamar's going to be doing anything. I don't see him in there right now. Ewers getting outside the pocket. He's going to go deep, gets hit as he throws, but it's caught. Jalen Davis on the coverage there against you-know-who, Darren Waller. Why do I have a feeling Darren Waller is just going to go for like 200 yards today? Man, Cam Sample smacked Quinn Ewers on that play. But Darren Waller, just double the size of Jalen Davis, goes up and gets it.
Can keep in mind, too, Chris, for a lot of these guys, it's almost like, in a way, preseason where it's like, hey, they're getting shots to prove themselves, to get a job on this team for next season, new contract.
Hand off, left side. Now they'll go reverse. Getting around the edge. And a nice tackle finally there by Jordan Battle. Only picks up 4.
Yeah, you look at Ewers. I mean, Ewers is a great example. The Dolphins, they want to find out what they have in this guy before they go into the offseason needing a quarterback. Not saying 3 games is going to win Quinn Ewers the job for next season, but I think they want to know what they got. The Bengals defense, a great defense to test it out against.
It was Jalen Wright that they got on the reverse there. It's 2nd and 6 now. Hand off, A-Chain, looking, finding a hole. Not going to get to the marker. It'll be 3rd down again and short. Type your threes. Have not seen Shamar Stewart yet. He might have been in on that play. I couldn't tell. But I have not seen him yet on this drive. He was activated. He was not on the inactives list.
Let's hype up the defense a little bit here. Spam your Ds. Defense needing to stop. Another 3rd down. Let's go, baby. All those Ds in the check. Come on.
3rd and 2. Hand off to the fullback. Up the middle. Blown up. Blown up. Miles Murphy on that one. Type your 99s.
Let's go.
Miles Murphy has played a whole lot better the past 5 weeks, I would say.
Yeah, him and Osai, right? You've been highlighting them a lot, Chris.
Yeah, and I was hard on him to start the season, man.
You were.
I was really hard on him to start the season. So good play there from Miles Murphy. 4th and 3 here. The Dolphins will punt it away. Keyshawn Williams going to catch it at the 9. The Bengals will take over inside their own 10. The updated Super Chat menu during today's game. $2 Super Chat now. It was $1 a minute ago, but now it's $2. Gets you in on the hat and chain raffle. $5 we'll still see if you're on the naughty list or the nice list, but it's not 5 and 10 anymore. It's 1 entry if you're on the naughty list. It's 5 entries if you're on the nice list. Still doing shots for $10 here as well, and still waiting for that first $20 Super Chat. My happy dads are getting warm, people. They're starting to get warm. I got 2 sitting right here. The first $20 Super Chat is going to be 2 beer bongs. 2 beer bongs. We're down in Miami, baby. I want to see who wants to party. What's the one song? Isn't that the song?
Oh, that's
No.
the Timmy Trumpets. I was thinking
I
was thinking some not Red Bull, Pitbull.
Okay, yeah, Pitbull too.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah,
Dun,
yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. Fireball.
I think I really feel like Timmy Trumpets is like Miami vibes.
He has that to him. He's got that that Cuban heritage.
Yeah.
That,
is he really okay? I didn't know that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Yeah, Pitbull is Miami.
I do really want to try oxtail. They apparently do it.
That's not a Florida thing, I don't think.
It is. It's a Miami thing.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's a Miami thing. They say they do it good down there.
Yep.
Timmy Trumpets is Australian, brother.
No, that's not right.
maybe he's got different
trust
nationality in his
Wikipedia.
blood or something like that. Yeah, Desert Ranger said oxtail is great. I've never tried it. I hear they do it up in Miami down there. Marvin Williford coming in with a $5 super chat. Marvin, have you been a good boy this year? Have you been good this year? We're going to find out. See if you're going to be on the naughty or nice list.
Marvin's always cool. I hope he's on the nice list here.
I almost wish we could do this for like every watch party.
We ready?
Dead Man said, you ever try an oxy in Miami? No. Marvin.
Another naughty list.
Another naughty list?
Bengals fans not getting it.
Burrow going deep down the left side. Caught T. Higgins. Down to the 45. Type your T's. Marvin. Hey, I tell you what, Marvin. You can try again. Santa's got to check the list twice. Maybe he made a mistake the first time. Maybe there was an accounting error. One of the elves made a little accounting error there. But that's still going to be one entry, by the way, Marvin. Burrow back to pass here, 1st and 10. Going to flip it out, get it to Samaje Perine. He cuts upfield. He'll pick up 8 or 9. There we go. 2 nice plays there back to back. B. Henry said, oxtail in Miami is laughable. You're from the South and never had oxtails? I'm not from Florida. I'm from Alabama.
I'd have put good money you'd have done it.
Like 90% of my diet was like venison.
Ribicue? Little barbecue?
Yeah, barbecue.
Bama barbecue
Chicken.
good?
It's pretty good, yeah. Hand off up the middle again. 1st down. Type your ones. Samaje Perine picking it up there. Dead Man said, Miami is not the South. That's true.
Literally is. Doesn't count as the South?
No. There's like you get down, you're in the South, and then once you get to a certain part of Florida, it's no longer the South. It's a different country.
Yeah, I thought somebody said like Tallahassee's part of the South.
Tallahassee's like northern Florida. I'm pretty sure, right?
I don't know anymore.
I think. Play action. Burrow rolls out right. Going to dump it off here to Jamar Chase. He'll pick up the 1st down. Keep typing your ones. It's Uno, baby. I agree with Samuel. If you can re-sign Perine to a pretty cheap deal in the offseason, I would like to keep him as well. Dead Man said anything south of I-10 is not the South. Well, doesn't I-10 run through Alabama? I'm pretty sure. I-10 was like 20, 30 minutes north from my house growing up. If I'm not, I could be wrong. Hand off again, Chase Brown. He'll pick up 4. Now, Billy, there's also a difference in the South and the Deep South. I saw a video the other day. There's only 3 states that qualify as the Deep South. Can you guess them? And I agreed with this video. No. Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Deep South. Everything else is South, but from the Dolphins 31 now. Bengals are driving. Burrow fires. Caught. Chase. Down to the 9. Here we go. inside the Omaha Steaks red zone. Chase coming across the middle of the field there. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Can we make it 6 here? Down to the 9. 1st and goal. Burrow fires right side, end zone. Higgins caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins doing a Jeremy Bernard. 5. Recognize 5. Praising the Lord. Let's go, baby. It's Sunday. 1, 2. Got the toe tip down. That was definitely a shout out to Jeremy Bernard. Both of them wearing 5. Jeremy Bernard drops down on the knees, throws the hands up. Type your T's. Here we go. Bengals up 6. Now they're up 7.
Oh, no.
I had to get it in there.
T, let's go. Not enough T's in the chat right now.
Back
Bring it
shoulder,
up.
baby.
Get those T's up. Get those TDs in the chat. Come on now, people. Bengals strike first. Playing a rookie quarterback in Miami. Chris has the vibes going with the outfit. Get it up. Get your T's. Get your TDs.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Tim Tyra, 7 plays, 91 yards. They went right down the field. T. Higgins, a couple big-time catches on that drive. Coming back from the concussion. Billy, can we see little T. Higgins stats if they're updated? I know sometimes it takes a second.
Yeah. Let me get into it. Nah, we're cooking already.
We're cooking,
Let's
baby.
go,
2
baby.
catches
Let's
for
go.
44 yards and a touchdown for T. Higgins, baby. You love that. You love that. Desert Ranger said, Chris, is he wearing the special helmet? He's not wearing the Guardian cap, if that's what you're asking. Now, I don't know if there's just a different special helmet that you're talking about or referring to, but he's not wearing the Guardian cap. We got another $5 super chat coming in here from Legacy, a.k.a. Mark, saying, I will match the next Mark sub that donates. Fingers crossed.
Mark sub.
I'm not sure what that means, to be completely honest.
I don't know either.
I will match the next Mark sub that donates. So I guess if there's another Mark out there. Either way, shout out Mark. We're going to see if you're on the naughty or nice list. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Here we go. What does Santa think of you? Why does he keep doing that? That's weird.
Wow, Mark, rescuing those orphans from that burning building got you a free ride on Santa's nice list. Let's go.
Cha-ching, baby. Cha-ching. Mark S. coming in with that $5 super chat, saving the orphans this year.
And look at that, Chris. Multi-year deal on the nice list. That's crazy.
Nice.
That's
nice.
crazy.
5 entries right there, Mark. 5 entries to the hat and chain raffle. You love to see it. You love to see it. Our first nice list today. There we go.
That's what's crazy to me is the first one of the. I mean, imagine getting put on the same list as Duke Tobin and Zack Taylor.
Oof.
You didn't do nothing.
Couldn't imagine. Okay, he said, I'll match the next donation from a subscriber named Mark. So if there's another Mark watching out there,
come on.
Send in a little super chat. Mark S. will match it. I think that's what he's saying there.
Yeah, I dig it. That's fun. Look at the drive here, Chris. You can see those final 3 plays that got the Bengals in the end zone. I mean, like you said, Chase, Higgins, Burrow cooking down the field.
Yeah. Same with Samaje.
Yeah, I would like to see him back next year. He had a really good year. I know he had some moments where he was either hurt or just kind of slow a little bit, I guess, but
Yeah.
he was good enough you feel like you'd want him back. Let us know down below, what will the Dolphins do on this drive? Got it up on the screen for you right now. What will the Dolphins do here? Be heard. Get your votes in down below. Let us know.
Ewers going across center of the field, caught first down. Jalen Waddle, big pickup there. I did see Shamar Stewart in there on that play. He was getting double teamed off the right side. Amy saying punt. Nolan saying turnover. Turnover. Punt from tactical. Let's hope. Let's hope. Ewers under center here now. One play all the way down to the Bengals 49. They'll flip it out left side here. Achane. He picks up one. Jalen Carter coming up and making a nice tackle there. Amy said, why they have 2 NFL games yesterday? Confused. They usually do that later in the season once the college football regular season has been wrapped up. I'll be honest, I didn't even know the games were on until last night. I was just looking at scores. I was on my phone, and I was like, oh, man, there's NFL games on. I was watching college football all day. Flip to Achane again, left side. Missed tackle, cuts upfield. Another missed tackle. He's got the first down and more. Achane down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 missed tackles on that play. Sprung Devon Achane for a long touchdown. The Dolphins tie it up. Dead man asking about Eric Hall Jr. said, is he ever going to play again, healthy for a complete season, including the playoffs, or do you think he's done? Supposedly he is going to be 100% by the time you get to next season. Had him in the backfield, missed tackle, and then just cooked Geno Stone. Man, he's so damn fast. Oh, Willy Wonka said, don't we want to lose? Hey, you can vote at the pin poll. Let me know. I understand either way. Jesse saying, if Caleb Downs is available, Bengals don't take him, I'm going to scream. I probably will too. This could be a game, too, where they just give it to Achane a lot. Quinn has connected a couple times, though, I will say. Quinn Ewers. Cott said, can you put my name on the thing, in the thing? Well, it depends what the thing is you're talking about. $2 super chat, we'll definitely get you into the hat and chain raffle. $5 super chat, we'll see if you're on the naughty or nice list. That'll get you into the raffle as well. Dangerous Drew said, why the F would we play to lose? Well, because you want a higher draft pick. I think it's fair. The players and the coaches aren't going to play to lose, but as fans, like at this point in the season, you could want a higher draft pick. Kevin saying, if you don't blow up this entire defense in the offseason, what the hell are we doing so bad? Look, we talked about it in the pregame build-up for the show. We'll talk about it again in a rumors video that'll go out later this evening. Ian Rappaport putting out a report basically that Bengals are probably just going to try to, bulk up that defensive line. So whether that means draft a guy, whether that means try to trade for a guy, probably not because the Bengals don't trade. Maybe that means trying to, get somebody in free agency. I would assume it probably means draft a guy.
Yeah, blowing it up's crazy because, you can't just start from zero. I know this is not like a great defense. I do understand that, but you have young guys. You have guys that are still okay, and it's like they can be okay. They just need better players around them. Then they look better, So get those better players. Get that Caleb Downs. Get that, whatever defensive lineman you're going to sign, Figure all that out, and then it's like maybe Barrett Carter doesn't look as bad if you're getting more pressure on the quarterback, or if Caleb Downs is next to him in the box.
Yeah.
Blowing it up.
Mr. Silver said, do you think we'll fire Zach? No. And that's probably why you're not going to blow it up. You're not going to blow it up until you fire Zack Taylor. Keyshawn Williams will catch the kickoff here at the 4-yard line here across the 30 down to the 35. I agree with Samuel. Not the best DT draft class this year. There's also been some thoughts of, Miles Murphy, almost had him in the backfield as they're showing the replay there. Cuts upfield. Geno Stone comes downfield, doesn't break down, over pursues. One cut, and he's gone. There's some conversation about Ruben Bain possibly playing inside. Burrow, play action, fires, high, right side, Jamar Chase, loss of 1.
I also feel like corner is sort of a weak position in the draft this year, Chris. Usually you got 4 elite corners, usually pretty good corner options in the draft that could go in the top 15, but not the vibe I'm getting this year. And that's a need for the Bengals, too, which stinks.
Yeah. Second and 11 now. Burrow hands off up the middle to P. Ryan, who pick up 3, make it 3rd and 8 now. We got another $5 super chat coming in from Marvin Williford. Marvin, we're going to check that list a second time for you. See how many entries we get here.
What have you been doing, Marvin, in the past hour that you
maybe
think you cooked a little bit?
He's now sent 2 super chats. Maybe that'll get him on the nice list. Burrow, back to pass, fires, caught, chase. Not enough to get the first down. Bring up 4th and 2. Marvin Williford saying still have hope. Have hope for the Bengals and have hope for the nice list. What do we got, Marvin? What do we got? Bengals are going to go for it here on 4th and 2. With 30 seconds left here in the first quarter, they're at their own 43-yard line. Burrow, check. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not going to snap it. They'll take the delay of game most likely. No, they're going to take the timeout. No, they'll take the delay of game. Marvin Williford, not on your nice list. We're checking it twice. Wow, you put X-Lax in Santa's cookies, Marvin? Don't expect your name to be on the nice list anytime soon. That's brutal.
Marvin.
That's brutal.
That's crazy, yo.
I can't believe you did that, brother.
He remembers that from last year.
That's the end of the first quarter, by the way. What wait, did you give the reindeer anything? I mean, come on, man. They want carrots. I bet he gave them celery sticks.
Marvin.
Jeez, Marvin, what are we doing out here? All right, we'll come back here in just a second, but first, we want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's live show. It's Omaha Steaks. From effortless holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. With Omaha Steaks, you know exactly what you're gifting this holiday season. It's USDA certified tender steaks, premium proteins, elegant sides, and decadent, indulgent desserts. So shop this season's top gourmet gifts at omahasteaks.com. plus our listeners here at Bengals Breakdown get an extra $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. Now, terms do apply, and you can see that website for extra details. But do what I did, folks. I sent, my brother a bundle from Omaha Steaks. I also sent one of my best friends and his wife a bundle from Omaha Steaks as well. And what's crazy, Billy, is I actually ordered it. It was late night. It was like 10:30 p.m. Eastern time here. I ordered it, thinking, okay, they'll probably get to it tomorrow. Technically speaking, it was tomorrow, but at like 2:30 a.m., I got an email saying that it had already been shipped, and it was on their doorstep in like 2 days or something like that. So it's fast, it's easy. They got a bunch of different types of things you can choose from, different bundles, different sides. They've got steak, they've got chicken, they've got burgers, they've got franks, they've got wine on the website as well. They've got pork chops, they've got seafood. Check out omahasteaks.com. Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Bengals at checkout. Terms do apply. You can see that website for extra details, but it's omahasteaks.com. Promo code Bengals to get an additional $35 off. But make sure to note, terms do apply. Like I said, you can see that website for extra details. Make sure you guys hit that sub button if you're Cincinnati Bengals fans. Got free, informative, entertaining videos for you guys all year long. Also live for every single Bengals game.
Yeah, the content you got coming up, Chris, crazy when we were talking about everything you got going.
There you go.
So, yeah, definitely got to hit that sub button.
Bengals punting away here. Bear caught at the 11. Still waiting, by the way, for the first $20 super chat. It's going to be 2 beer bongs. 2 beer bongs. And I'll tell you what, I'll even give you 20 entries. 2 beer bongs and 20 entries for the first $20 super chat of today's show. Matthew noting that Joe Burrow just hit 20,000 passing yards. Shout out Joe Burrow. 20K. Bots are going crazy. Trying to help out the chat rate high there, I guess. Ewers, hands off, A-Chain. Up the middle, he'll pick up about 4 on that one. NBA Youngboy asking, do you think Trey Hendrickson will stay at Bengal? I think it depends on the Bengals. Are they going to tag him or are they going to let him walk? I personally, $35 million, that's ish. 35, 36, somewhere around there is going to be that tag price. Are you willing to pay that if you're the Bengals? That's going to be the big question. Do you think he still has it in him? Guess we'll find out. 2nd and 6 from the 16 now. Ewers taking a 5-step drop. Fires deep, right side, overthrows his guy, Jalen Waddle. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Type your threes, folks. Type your threes. Man, I got my water here, but I'd really love some watermelon. We're down in Miami. Nice fresh fruit down there in the heat. Ewers back to pass, fires, Waller. He's going to get the first down. Going up against Dax Hill, left side.
He big dogged him on that one.
Yeah,
Make that catch and kind of shove him off to get the first down.
He totally did. Big boyed the hell out of him. Quinn Ewers kind of starting off hot here. Not doing anything too crazy, but
Yeah, pretty
4 for
impressed.
5, 45 yards. No mistakes. Overthrew that one ball to Jalen Waddle. Play action, rolls out to the right side now. Fires. Caught again for the first down. That was Cedric Wilson on the catch there. First and 10. Play action. Ewers drops back. Going to dump it off here to Waddle. Nice play there by, who is that? Dax Hill was blocked down to the ground, got up and made the tackle. Will only allow a gain of 1 on that one. So Dax Hill got cooked 2 plays ago. Comes back and makes a nice tackle there on Jalen Waddle on that first down play. Now the Miami 35. Handoff up the middle again. Pick up a 3 on that one. That's going to bring up third down. It's going to stop. Type your 3s. That was Jalen Wright up the middle. Third and 7. Ewers in the shotgun. Empty set. Drops back to pass. Throws. Overthrows Waddle. Got to bring up fourth down there. DJ Turner locking him up on that one. Shout out DJ Turner. Let's get him to the Pro Bowl. Miles Murphy, a little bit of pressure there off the right side. And the Dolphins are going to have to punt. Bailey gets it away. Williams going to let this one bounce into the end zone. The Bengals will take over after the touchback. So I guess shout out defense there. Really. If Ewers would have hit a couple guys there in stride, would have been better. Metallica Dragon says, win or draft picks, ? Taking is such a bad part of the game. Well, I don't even think the Bengals are trying to tank. I just think they're that bad. It's not do you think the Bengals should tank? It's do you want the Bengals to win as a fan? You're not the coach. You're not Zack Taylor. You're not out there on the field. I get it. Nobody wants to be a loser. Nobody wants to have a bad Sunday afternoon. Nobody wants to let this team affect their mental health. But at this point in the season, we're down here in Miami, baby. We're just all vibes today. We're just all vibes today. Trying to rip some beer bongs, some happy dads. Derek said, tank for who? Tank for Caleb Downs. That's what I'm trying to do. Tank for Caleb Downs. Let me know. Do you guys want to win today? We've asked you a couple times. The majority of you guys have said yes. Some people have said no, though. So it's fair either way. Jesse said, I want them to win, but can't win next year if they have bad players. That is the epitome of the question. That is the epitome of the question.
Can only get better players by losing.
I will say this as well. Does it really matter where you're picking? You picked Shamar Stewart at 17 last year.
Yeah.
Jake with a fair point saying draft picks are overrated.
You're not good at using them.
Yeah, like if you're not good at drafting. Derek saying, I don't want a player with the last name Downs, LOL. Well, you just don't know Caleb Downs. Kid's a dog. He's a dog. The majority of folks are saying they will never root for a loss, and I can respect that. I can respect that. And first play here is going to be a false start. Back the Bengals up 5 to start off this drive. B. Henry said, trust the process or whatever. It's funny. So now it's going to be 1st and 15 from the 15. Trips left. Burrow, back to pass, stepping up in the pocket. He's going to take off, pick up those 5 yards they just lost. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Samuel, probably with the best comment all day, said, root for a win, hope for a loss. Second and 11. Burrow fires, caught. Higgins again. It'll bring up 3rd and 2 now. Type your threes. T. Higgins, 3 catches early on in this game. That might have put him over 50 yards already here in the first half. Bengals 1 for 3 on 3rd downs today. Here's a snap. Burrow looking, fires, caught. Yoshi will get pushed out of bounds at the 50. That's a 1st down. Bengals taking advantage, going over the middle a couple times already today.
Yoshi, a guy, Chris, you feel like maybe playing for more consideration going into next year. Either keep me, let me play more. I think he's up in the air as a guy that it's like maybe they're done with him.
He definitely had some big drops, like in some critical moments earlier in the season.
Yeah.
But I think he's a guy they'll keep for sure. Burrow under center, handoff, left side. Chase Brown breaking a couple tackles. And he'll pick up 7. Power Radio said Yoshi didn't drop it. He did not that time. That's another big question right now, too. B. Henry bringing it up. Is it Yoshi or Mitchell Tinsley as that 3rd wide receiver? True wide receiver, not tight end, targets, things like that. That true wide receiver. Is it Yoshi or Mitchell Tinsley?
Tough part is Tinsley's very boom or bust. It's always a big catch or nothing.
Yeah. Burrow, play action on 2nd and 2. Going to dump it off here to P. Ryan. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Type your ones. I kind of agree here with Desert Ranger, feeling like Charlie Jones is the odd man out right now. Dude, he hasn't really played any receiver this year. I'm going to look that up. See how many actual offensive snaps Charlie Jones has played this year. First and 10 from the Dolphins 35. Burrow's just going to throw it into the ground. Dangerous Drew saying, yeah, because he's a kick returner. Well, who just plays kick return for any other team? Like, your kick returner also is like, playing on offense as well, if he's not just like a defensive player. There's not many people who just are your kick returner. Burrow fires, caught. First down to Mike Gesicki, down to the 24. He's saying, so it's just a waste of a body. Just a waste of a body.
Yeah, if he can't do anything else, like usually you do something, then you're a kick returner. If you're just a kick returner, makes you very expendable.
He's played 20 snaps on offense this year.
Because then if you're not good at kick returning anymore, you're cooked.
Going to get it out quick to Chase here. He'll pick up one. He's played 20 snaps on offense this year. Second and 9 from the Miami 23 now. Dolphins looking like they're going to bring a blitz. They will, up the middle. Doesn't get picked up. Burrow runs around in the pocket and runs right into somebody else and goes down for the sack. They'll bring up 3rd and 13 now. All right, where's T? 6:20 to go here in the first half. And the Bengals are going to call a timeout as the play clock was winding down here. Matthew saying, can we just not break P. Ryan, LMAO? That's funny. It's kind of been banged up here and there throughout the season. Third and 13. The Miami 27. P. Ryan in at running back. Dolphins bring 4. They twist up front. Burrow's just going to try to dump it off to P. Ryan. It goes off his hands, incomplete. Offensive line kind of getting blown up there. Got pushed right into Burrow very quickly. Even if P. Ryan would have caught that, probably wouldn't have gone anywhere. Had a guy right in his face. The Bengals try to come out. Evan McPherson for the 45-yard attempt. From the right hash. The snap. The hold. The kick. It's up. Bounces off the right upright and goes through. Money Max squeaks it in. Type your twos. Type your twos down in the chat. Bengals take the lead 10-7. That ball was just fading left, but it hits the inside of the left upright and bounces in. Hashtag fear the boot. Hashtag come to the boot. says Lane Kiffin. Or what does he say? Commit to the boot? Something like that. Something like that. Either way, Evan McPherson makes it a 3-point game. We'll take it. I got a feeling Power Radio's put in a little bit of money for that billboard. Dangerous Drew saying, wait, I'm confused. Why are you all happy? I thought you want to lose. I don't want to lose, but losing isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm just simply posing the question.
Yeah, it's not unfair to read and react, all right?
Yeah.
If Burrow throws an interception and Chris wants to go, good, I need Arvell Reese, then
if you
Chris
could get
can do
Arvell
that.
Reese, I would root for losses if you could get Arvell Reese. If you were in that, 3 to 5 range, I'd be rooting for losses at that point. I'm not rooting for a loss right now.
Which reminds me, I'll get some scores down.
I'm just
below
not going to be
here.
super mad.
Tampa 10-3 over the Panthers right now. The Cowboys 17-14 lead. They're out of the playoffs now, but still fighting. The Bills and Browns going at it. A little bit surprising.
Uh-oh.
I know Shador threw a touchdown pass early. The Jets and Saints, that's the one we had our eye on, tied at 6. Unbelievable there. Bengals Dolphins, you see there. Vikings Giants, also Giants are relevant in all this, Chris. A 3-3 score there. And then more games later today. I mean, you're looking at Tennessee. They've got a safety on the board, I guess. Also got your eyes on the Cardinals. And the Falcons are the Rams. So you have your eyes on that pick also.
For sure. Wow. Titans up 2-0.
Baseball score.
2-0. Who's the Chiefs quarterback now?
Minshew.
Gardner. Mustache Minshew.
Yeah. So Moody Joe Burrow, not bad today.
What'd you call him?
Moody Joe Burrow.
Moody Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been in a mood for about 2 weeks now.
He has.
Ever since
I think that's
Thanksgiving.
just Joe, though. Like,
It's a different one. He's in a real mood, I noticed.
Bengals kick off. It'll be caught at the goal line and taken out across the 20, 25, 30, down to about the 33-yard line. Start off at the 32. Hand off right side, A-Chain. We'll pick up one. Couple Bengals there on that play. The Bengals went from last. Oh, no, they're just showing overall. Last in rushing defense, 28th in pass defense, last overall. 2nd and 9. Play action. Ewers looking. Fires across the center of the field. Caught. Waller again. First down. Keeping an eye on Shamar Stewart today. Hasn't really made a big difference so far. First game back in over a month from IR. I'll hand it off left side again. Shamar Stewart does make that tackle after a gain of 3. Battling through a double team again, it looked like on that one. 10 picks in the first 3 rounds since 2022 on defense. Evaluation. Play action again. Ewers back to pass. Fires left side. Caught again. Fumble. Oh, my God. It was picked up by the Dolphins. Waller again makes the catch for the first down. Fumbled it. But then the Dolphins picked it up. Excuse me, it was Waddle. They showed Waller there, but it was Jalen Waddle that made the catch. Turner ripped the ball out there. Ewers fires across center of the field. Caught Waddle again. First down. Couple missed tackles down inside the 15. Bro. And the Bengals line up offsides. They'll decline that penalty.
You're starting to see, Chris, we talked about this issue before. Bengals cannot guard tight ends, right? That showing up here as Waller starts to get hot.
So far, it's been a lot of Darren Waller and a lot of Jalen Waddle. Jake said, I miss Fontes. Perfect. Down to the Bengals 13 now. Ewers, handoff. Achane cuts up field. Pick up 3 there.
That is not Darren Waller.
That's not Darren Waller, is it? I didn't think so. Interesting. Quinn, 9 for 11. Yikes. 2nd and 7 from the 10 now for Miami. Reverse. Right side. Room. Touchdown. Malik Washington. The Dolphins take the lead here in Miami. If you want Zack Taylor fired, hit that like button. It's not going to happen, but we can all wish and pray and hope. I will say, at least Demetrius Knight was trying to set the edge there and force him back inside, which he did. Nobody else was there, though. Trying to look for bright sides. Trying to look for bright sides. Tough vibes right now. Tough vibes right now. Down in Miami. All right. Look, the Bengals might be losing right now, but you guys could be winners with Omaha Steaks. Shout out to them for being our sponsor today. From effortless holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. With Omaha Steaks, you know exactly what you are gifting this holiday season. It's USDA certified tender steaks, premium proteins, elegant sides, and decadent, indulgent desserts. So shop this season's top gourmet gifts at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code Bengals at checkout. Omaha Steaks is a super simple website to use. You just go on there. You can pick your bundle. You can even, choose your own bundle. They got options for that as well. You just put in your billing address. If you're sending it to somebody else, you just put in their shipping address, and just in a couple days, that box will be sitting on their doorstep. It's not just steak. They have burgers. They have, franks. They've got chicken. They've got pork. They've got seafood. They've got a bunch of different sides as well. A lot of different things that you guys can choose from Omaha Steaks. They got grass-fed, grain-finished beef, has more marbling for exceptional flavor, and is the choice of steakhouses and professional chefs around the world. Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1917. It's a family-owned company with over 100 years of experience and expertise in the meat industry. So save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. And visit omahasteaks.com for an extra $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. Terms do apply. You can see that website for extra details. It's omahasteaks.com. Promo code Bengals. Got that link down in the live chat of today's show. It's also down in the description of today's show as well. I highly recommend Omaha Steaks. Go click the link. I give you permission to leave the chat right now. Click the link. Order your bundle. You should get it before Christmas. Looking at some stats overall right now. Pretty equal overall. Bengals, the Dolphins doing a better job running the football right now. Bengals winning that time of possession game, but the Dolphins are winning on the scoreboard, the only stat that matters. Caught at the 5, Taj Brooks with a nice return here, out across the 40, goes up and over a guy, down to about the 44-yard line. .217 to go here in the first half. Burrow in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looks, fires, caught. Gesicki. He'll pick up about 8 on that one. Down across midfield to the Miami 48. We're now going to hit the 2-minute warning. Bengals still have 2 timeouts here in the first half. Dolphins have all 3. Toronto sports fan down in the chat saying it sucks that players aren't more vocal about not liking Zack. I don't feel Burrow's comments about his faith in the coaching staff is true. Look at how they did without Burrow this year. Look, if you come out and you're like, I don't like Zack Taylor, you got to think about the dynamic. Like, ownership does like Zack Taylor. And if you come out as a player and you say you don't like Zack Taylor, you're on to a different team. They're going to cut you. They're going to trade you, whatever. And also, if you're Joe Burrow and, you come out publicly and say you don't have faith in the coaching staff, it's also not a good look. Rule number 1 of being a quarterback, whether it's in college, whether it's in the NFL, you don't air out your dirty laundry to the public. You just don't. It's rule number 1. You got to be a good leader. And if you have those feelings, you got to do that type of stuff from behind the scenes. You can go have your meeting with the ownership, whatever it is, and talk about that behind the scenes. But publicly, you just can't do it. I understand where you're coming from, but you just can't. If you guys remember Tua, talking about the Dolphins here in Tua, he hasn't necessarily been that good, this year or last year. And, he came out earlier in the season and was like, look, guys are missing, these team meetings or whatever. Guys are showing up late to these team meetings. He got cooked. He got cooked for it. And yeah, Tua threw like 3 interceptions in that game. I think he said it in the post-game press conference, or maybe it was the Monday press conference. Either way, he got cooked for that. You saw, I think it was the Bears game when Chase Brown came out and was like, man, if we could just make one effing tackle, probably win that game. And, Chase Brown got cooked for that by Zack Taylor. And, then they were asking, Jordan Battle that following week about that. And Jordan Battle was like, no comment. No comment. So obviously they got, in trouble for that type of stuff, airing your dirty laundry out to the public. It's just not something, they want to do. Burrow checking it down here to Jamar Chase. That's going to be a first down. As we got a $2 super chat coming in here from Leonardo DiCaprio saying, no way the Bengals lose this one. Well, if you've watched a Bengals game this year, there is a way. There's always a way. Leonardo, you are in, by the way, to the hat and chain raffle. Where there's a will, there is a way with this Cincinnati Bengals defense. That's a fun name, though, Leonardo DiCaprio. I like it.
Thought might be good. Chris, check in here. Who you got from what we've seen so far? Are you feeling good about the Bengals? Are you leaning towards the Dolphins? Who you got? I just changed the pinned poll also, so you can vote there, and then you can also drop your thoughts here.
So the Dolphins used a timeout, so both teams now have two with 1:51 left. Burrow back to pass, fires left side, just out of the reach of Jamar Chase. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the Miami 38. Right off the fingertips of Jamar there. .147 on the clock now. Miami brings 4 here. Burrow fires. Almost picked off, but dropped. 3rd and 10 now.
What do you think, Chris? This 4-down territory did get past midfield.
At the 38, you might try to take the points if you can.
You got money, McPherson? And the bots are going crazy.
Burrow looking, stepping up in the pocket, rolling right, gonna dump it off here. Caught. 1st down and more. Sample. Type those ones. Big 3rd down pickup there. Sample with a 27-yard pickup there on 3rd and 10. Down to the Miami 11 inside the Omaha Steaks red zone. Burrow moving nice in the pocket, throwing across his body to the left side. Down to the 11 now. Burrow, hand off, left side, Pirine. Flag comes down late after the 2-yard pickup. Minute 28 on the clock. Don't hate that you run it there. What do we got? Face mask on Miami. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic 1st down. Down to the 4. Oh, yeah. Definitely a face mask there. Good call by the referee. Good angle. Really, it's at the 5. Burrow in the shotgun. Handoff. Pirine up the middle. Touchdown. Samaje Pirine puts the Bengals ahead again. Back and forth. Back and forth. Type your TDs down in the chat. Bengals take the lead again. There we go. There we go. Nice six-play drive right there for the Bengals. Right before halftime, McPherson puts it up and good. Bengals go up 3 again with 1:24 right before halftime. Both teams still have 2 timeouts. See if the Bengals defense can get a stop here. Maybe you get it back again right before halftime. The Dolphins will get the ball first, by the way, after halftime. See, I'm not the only one with the thought there. Wonka Woo Will down in the chat saying, bro, I want to lose. You might be the only one, Wonka Will, down in the chat, but I appreciate your, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Your courage. I appreciate your courage to actually say it down there. Look, at the end of the day, I don't judge anybody either side of the aisle that you land on right now. But our pin poll, who do you want to win, Bengals or the Dolphins? 69% of people saying Bengals. Nice. Nice. Matthew with the fairest of points as well. I don't want to lose. That's all we've done the last 3 seasons, and we can't draft properly to begin with. It's all fair. It's all fair. But it's a fun discussion to have. It's a fun discussion to have. Okay, there you go. Sean down in the chat. Some more courageous Bengals fans out here speaking up. I think a lot of it too just kind of depends like what they're going to target position wise in the first round. You know, are they going to go edge rusher? Are they going to go defensive line? What are they going to do with Trey Hendrickson? What are they going to do with Joseph Osai? The big problem with that is the draft comes first before free agency. I think free agency really opens up like a month after the draft, if I'm not mistaken. I think free agency is in April, and I think the draft is in March. Am I right on that? The draft is in April. Maybe free agency is in June. Let me look it up here. Oh, no, free agency's actually before. Free agency's actually before. Okay. Either way, we'll find out. Dolphins will take it here from the 5, out across the 30, down to the 40-yard line. Dead man said, I'm 52 years old. I've been a Bengals fan and a Reds fan my entire life. Never root against the Bengals. Ewers back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to take off. He's going to dive forward for a pickup of 5. Clock continues to run, 1:10. Both teams with 2 timeouts. The The snap comes with 1 minute on the clock. Ewers dumping it out here right side to A-Chain. He's going to make a guy miss, Jordan Battle, and pick up 4, but he's taken down inbounds. And someone used the timeout on 3rd and 1 here. Miami with 53 seconds to go. Yeah, sure. We'll give away a free entry here to the hat and chain raffle. Spam your Who Days down below. Spam your Who Days down below. No matter what side of the aisle you're on right now, everybody can agree that you just want the Bengals to win. You just want the Bengals to win. So spam your Who Days. Whoever we see down there the most will get a free entry. We'll flip out to the left side here. Nice tackle, Jalen Davis on A-Chain. That's going to bring up 4th down. Bengals need to use a timeout, and they will with 45 seconds left. Big tackle for loss there. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. Could you get a little bit of a decent return here and set yourself up for maybe a field goal right before halftime? Keep spamming your Who Days. Celebrate that TFL. Came at a great time. They'll put 48 seconds on the clock now. Add 3 more. The Aaron saying, is Jalen Davis good? I think he's played pretty good. Pretty well. Past, 3-4 weeks now or so? Since Cam Taylor-Britt went out. Keep spamming those Who Days, folks. We'll pick a winner after this punt return. Keyshawn Williams going to let this one bounce at the 5, and it checks up and rolls to the 4. Great punt. Great punt. All right, Billy, pick a winner for me. Who do you see down there spamming their Who Days the most?
A lot of options. You guys are doing a great job here. Now the bot's also trying to get involved. Let's go with Tactical Illusion. Tactical _illusion.
Tactical Illusion getting a free entry here into the hat and chain raffle, party hat and chain. Going to be giving that away at the end of the year. So shout out Tactical Illusion. We'll do that a couple times throughout the show today, so don't lose hope. All right, they're going to run it here on 1st down with Chase Brown. Makes a guy miss. Cuts up field. Will pick up like 7 there, and they might just end up running the clock out. Usually you run the ball there on 1st down. If you can get a nice pickup, then that kind of decides on what you do there. But the Bengals are just going to take it to halftime, looks like. Zack Taylor already took his headset off and is walking away. So Bengals up at the half, 17-14. Grade the first half. We'll also change the pin poll again. But let us know down below. Grade the Bengals in the first half. A, B, C, D/F at the pin poll. See a B+ there from Aaron. Marvin Williford with a C. Power Radio says fire Zack Taylor. Dijon with an A C from Legacy. Dalton said Roley over on the Dolphins channel is in shambles right now. B+ from Nick. Billy, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I made a watch party weigh-in up near the top of a like battle between us and the Dolphins. Could you check that out and just see where we're at?
Yeah, let me update it
in terms of the like battle. We'll check on that here in just a second. Make sure you guys also like the show today. What's going on, Derek's Young? Good to see you down in the chat. Deadman said, time to check the smoker. Smoking some meats. Smoking some meats. We still, by the way, folks, are trying to get our first $20 super chat of the day is 20 entries into the hat and chain raffle plus 2 beer bongs. I've done a couple shots so far today, but I have yet to take down a beer bong. We're trying to get somebody on the beer bong of honor here. Usually good things happen when we rip beer bongs here on the channel. I am trying. I'm trying to get a little faded, man. We're in Miami today. We're in Miami today. Alden said beer bong this man. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. 20 raffle entries. 20 raffle entries and two beer bongs for a $20 super chat. That's what we're rolling with right now. I want to see who's trying to party. The Bengals are up, baby. Bengals are up at halftime. It's positive vibes right now. Now we'll see what happens in the second half. We'll see what happens there. We're trying to get the party vibes rolling here. I've done a couple shots, like I said, for $10. But see who drops that first $20 super chat on the stream today. Checking in on our like battle here. Man, Dolphins today killing us right now. Now, they are a bigger channel. But if everybody who has not liked the video yet likes the video right now, we could get damn close. We could get damn close to Dolphins today. So hit that like battle, or hit that like button. Yeah, Dalton said let's get a like spike. A little like spike. At 127, a couple people dropped a like there. You love to see it. If you want to beat the Dolphins on and off the field today, show the Dolphins, hey, we might be on the struggle bus. But we are the better fan base. Here in Cincinnati and across the country. We saw some other people in some different states as well down in the chat earlier when we started the show. Hit that like button. Can we get to 200? Can we get to 200 right now? If we get to 200 likes right now, I'll rip a shot. Because I want to do a little bit more drinking. Still waiting for the beer bongs, but I'll do a shot if we can get to 200 likes here in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pour it because I believe in the jungle. The jungle away from the jungle. Matthew said, I'm tired of my eyeballs burning. Can we just get a win? That's why I'm wearing the shades today. That and because we're down in Miami, baby. It's Miami, baby. Claremont County wants me to take a survey. No, thank you. I'm not doing your text survey, Claremont County. Appreciate the like there, Power Radio. Let's see. Melinda dropping a B down there. Power Radio also just still wants to fire Zack Taylor. If you want to fire Zack Taylor and Duke Tobin, hit that like button as well. That is probably the best reason to drop a like on the video. It's probably not going to happen. Don't count on it by any means. But show your support for firing Zack Taylor. If you didn't have the money to, throw in on the billboard that they got out there, fire Tobin, fire Taylor, save Burrow. You could drop a like here to say the exact same thing for free right here on Bengals Breakdown. Sitting at 160 likes right now. Can we get 40 more? More Flowering said, you have a twin. I show somebody that looked just like you earlier. I saw somebody. Who that is? I'm also the host of our Alabama channel here. You weren't just watching me over there, were you? I got the shot poured, folks. Once we hit 200 likes, I'll do it. Billy, let's also run through the halftime deals that we got cooked up right now. $1 super chat. That's all it takes. $1 super chat to get in to the hat and chain raffle here at halftime. $5 super chat. We will see if you are on the naughty or if you are on Santa's nice list today. We've already seen a couple people on the naughty list. Mark S., first and only person on the nice list today. So we'll see if we can get a couple more people on the nice list. If you're on the naughty list here at halftime, you still get 5 entries into the hat and chain raffle. But if you're on the nice list, we'll put your name into the naughty or nice list. It's kind of an email service. It goes up there to the hotline to the North Pole, and they got a little elf up there. What's his name? Bernard from the Santa Claus, I think is his name. Elf, the head elf up there. He's got a little elf secretary that looks up your name really, really quickly, sends it right back down to us, and it tells us, if you're on the naughty or nice list. And Mark S. was doing some real good work in the community this year. Saving the orphans is what it said. Getting down there in the food banks, and he got 5 entries during the game earlier. But during halftime right now, you get 5 entries if you're on the naughty list, which is crazy. But look, good things happen here at Bengals Breakdown. We're trying to show the love to you guys. So we'll see if you're on the naughty or the nice list. Let's see Billy here. What's Billy? Billy, on the naughty list. You stole a red stapler. Whose desk? From a coworker? Whose desk did you steal that stapler from, Billy?
I don't remember that, but I mean that's naughty behavior, no doubt.
Did you steal Arnold's stapler?
Arnold's a good friend. I wouldn't do that to
him.
Probably my best friend at the company, easily.
Yeah, Matthew said Billy's a savage for that. F the coworkers.
Hey, I needed it. It was near. That's it. It's done.
That's hilarious. So, $5 super chat. That's how it works right there. Uh-oh. I haven't got thrown under the bus yet. I was on the nice list earlier.
What?
I've been a good kid this year.
What?
That's what happens when you give away the free entries, when you call out the Bengals front office, when you call out the ownership. That's what happens. You land on the nice list. That's what happens, Billy. We're also doing shots for $10 here at halftime. 2 shots for a $10 super chat. And like I said, we're still waiting on the beer bong, man. Still waiting on the beer bong. 2 beer bongs for a $20 super chat. We'll also throw in 20 entries. 20 entries to the party hat and chain raffle. I'm trying to drink a little bit. We're down in Miami. I'm trying to party, baby. Know what I'm saying? Let's get those super chats in. Once the game starts back, once the third quarter starts, we go back to the regular menu there. So it would be $2 to get in on the hat and chain raffle. $5, you only get 1 entry if you're on the naughty list, or 5 entries if you're on the nice list. 1 shot. Beer bongs we're going to keep. We're going to keep 2 beer bongs for $20, though. So it's the best opportunity. It's the best opportunity to get those deals in right now. Bengals are up here at halftime, 17-14. We take a look across the league here at the 1 o'clock window. You got the Panthers over the Bucs at halftime, 13-10. The Bills over the Browns, 20-10. Browns showing a little bit of fight here today.
Small note there, Chris. Quinshon Judkins carted off the field in that one, so tough injury there for the Browns.
Damn. That's tough. I saw somebody earlier down in the chat. Billy, I don't know if you can confirm this or not. Someone said Gardner Minshew had a knee injury in that Chiefs game.
That'd be disastrous.
That would be disastrous. I don't know if it was true or not. I just saw somebody said Minshew knee injury.
Yeah, questionable to return.
Oh, wow.
Chris Oladokun is Kansas City's backup quarterback.
3rd string quarterback.
I do not know who that is.
Yikes.
That's what you get. Sorry to say.
Yikes.
You want all those Super Bowls? You want all those? And again, those games we were watching, Chris, the Titans, the Saints, the Jets, Giants, all tight. You could vault up the draft, over the next couple of weeks if things keep changing like this.
The big one we're watching today and it all only matters if the Bengals lose. But it's a win-win scenario with that Jets-Saints game. Either way, if the Jets win, both the Bengals and the Jets would then be tied at 4-11, but the Jets would actually have a higher strength of schedule, so that's that next tiebreaker. So the Jets would then fall under the Bengals if the Jets win and the Bengals lose. If the Saints win and the Bengals lose, well, then the Saints would just have a better record than the Bengals, and then the Saints would fall under the Bengals at that point in the NFL draft order there. I think the Giants are probably too far away right now. They'd probably have to win out, and you'd have to lose out type of deal. The Browns are at 3-11 right now.
Yeah, and the Bills are starting to.
So you would want them to win, which doesn't seem like that's going to happen. When do the Cardinals play? Are they at a late window?
No, that looks like the 4 o'clock.
Because the Cardinals are also ahead of you in the draft order. Yeah, they're that 4 o'clock window versus the Falcons, which is a toss-up. The Cardinals could beat the Falcons. You never know. But they're sitting at number 6 right now at 3-11. But it only matters if the Bengals lose. I'm not necessarily hoping for a loss at all. But we're just informing everybody on where things sit. So, double 6-9 right there is hilarious. Drop your nice down in the comments. Drop your that emoji. Noise. Did we hit 200 likes yet? We have not. We are 22 likes away, folks, from hitting 200. I've already got the shot poured. I've already got it poured. Once we hit 200 likes, I'll do a shot. As we are getting ready here to come back from halftime, Evan McPherson on to kick off here. The Dolphins will get the ball first. And it's away. Caught at the 5. They'll take it out. Across the 25, down to the 30. Quinn Ewers had a pretty good first half, I will say. Marvin Williford coming in with a $20 super chat. I tried to yell right there, but my voice is still kind of sore. Shout out Marvin Williford saying it's bong time, baby. Let's rip a bong. We're just going to find another spot here. We have filled up the beer bong of honor. Flip out right side to A-Chain. Wrapped up, but he's fighting forward for an extra 3 yards. He'll pick up 5 in total. So Marvin Williford going to take advantage of the beer bong deal as well as getting himself 20 entries into the hat and chain raffle. Got your 20 entries in there, Marvin. 2nd and 5. Same play there. Flipping it out to the right side. A nice tackle by Miles Murphy for no gain. It's 3rd and 4. I guess a gain of 1. Good things happen usually when we rip the beer bongs. It's party time in Miami, baby. Let's get a stop here, D. Bengals rush 3. Flip out, left side, first down, A-Chain and more across the 50, down to the 45-40, cutting up field even some more, down to the Bengals 32-yard line. Flag is down. What is the flag for? Can we bring it all the way back? Mike McDaniels is mad. I couldn't read his lips there. Could you see what he was saying, Billy? Looked like he was saying something was down. I'll rip it after we get the announcement for this flag. Pass interference on the offense, which is interesting because it was caught behind the line of scrimmage. It's that blocking downfield situation. Yeah, they're going to call it more like a pick rub situation there. Either way, they're going to bring it back. It's 3rd and 14 now for the Dolphins. Mic is kind of in the way when I'm going right-handed there. Can't really do it with that hand. We'll do it after this play. Promise. The first one. Empty set. Ewers fires. Fumble! Ball's out! Bengals got it! Myles Murphy recovers! Official signal! The Bengals got it! Type your TOs! Good things happen when we rip beer bongs! Jordan Battle forces the fumble! Myles Murphy falls on it! Let's go! Jordan Battle forces the fumble and the Bengals get set up at the Dolphins 34. Hand off, no play action. Burrow's going to dump it off here to Sample. He'll pick up 4. Bengals D forcing a turnover, baby. I'm going to give that up to Marvin Williford, man. It's been a thing all year long, Billy. When we do beer bongs here on the channel, good things happen. Good things happen. 2nd and 6 here at the Dolphins 30 now. I formation, handoff. Brown makes 2 guys miss. He's going to get close to the line to gain, but he'll be a yard short. Type your 3s. Third and 1 now. Can the Bengals take advantage of the turnover and put 7 on the board here? Handoff. P. Ryan up the middle. He gets stuffed. I'd like to go for it here. It's going to be 4th and a half yard. Go for it. The first 2 always go down slow. They always go down slow. But we got it down. The Bengals will go for it here. Type your 4s in the chat. Burrow under center, 4th and a half yard. Sneak. I think he got it. We'll see where they mark it. They will. It's a first down. Bengals, type your 1s. Damn, Amy said J.J. McCarthy ruled out for the rest of the game. Possible wrist injury.
Wow.
Interesting there.
What a surprise. McCarthy hurt again. Josh Allen got hurt today.
Sheesh.
Had to get his foot x-rayed. He did return, I guess, but...
Burrow looking, plenty of time in the pocket. Now he's running around outside of the left side, just take off. No, he's going to dump it off. Jamar Chase, first down to the 10. Type your 1s. It's 1st and goal, Bengals. 16-yard pitch and catch to Jamar Chase. Practical number one saying, yo, if you see this comment, say Bengals number one. Number one, baby. Uno. First and goal inside the Omaha Steaks red zone. At the 9, empty set. Burrow looks left, fires, caught. Brown turns around, makes a guy miss, dives. Touchdown, Bengals! Chase Brown with a great play there to make a guy miss and dive in for the touchdown. Bengals up 23-14 in Miami. Type your TDs down inside the chat. Dives from the 3. And Chase Brown puts the Bengals up again. I guess I should say up more. Up 10. Type those TDs in the chat. Can we get a chat rate spike here? What do we got? What do we got on the chat rate high, folks? Let's get hype. Bengals up 10. Chat rate high right now is 137. Can we beat the chat rate high? If we can beat the chat rate high right now, type your TDs. We'll give away a free entry. We'll give away a free entry into the Bengals hat and chain raffle if we can beat the chat rate high of 137. Spam those TDs, folks. Miami's heating up. Or it's heating up in Miami, I should say. It's heating up in Miami. Points off turnovers. Jordan Battle forcing the fumble. Myles Murphy recovers. Chase Brown puts it in for 6. That's what I'm talking about. Spam those TDs. We got to break the chat rate high. We'll give away a free entry here. Right now, the most recent update was 56. 56. We got to beat 137. Jesse Daughtry down in the chat. Jesse, shout out the name. Shout out the name.
That yours?
It's spelled different.
Daughtry.
I think it's like, what's that movie? The Green Mile. My name's, what's his first name? Something Coffee. Something Coffee, but not spelled the same.
Never seen it.
You've never seen The Green Mile?
No.
Billy!
Sorry to say.
Billy!
Never seen it.
You got to. You got to. My name's John Coffee, sir. Like the drink, but not spelled the same. That's the line. That's the line.
Sounds epic.
I'll
put it on the list, but
Tom Hanks.
it's long.
Tom Hanks.
I got a
Michael
long
Duncan.
list.
Great movie. Great movie.
If we get to 300 likes, I'll watch The Green Mile.
If we get to 300 likes, Billy's going to watch The Green Mile. Hit that like button. Spam your TDs. The previous update was 121. We got to break 137, folks, to give away that free entry. Spam the chat. Spam the chat. We got enough people watching. We should be able to crush that. Condor said, watch the damn movie, Billy. Watch the damn movie. It's the best.
Let's not just start naming movies I haven't seen.
Man, we got close to breaking the chat rate, but we did not get there. We hit 121. We needed to break 137. Miami's going to take the kickoff out here to the 30, 31-yard line. If we can get there before the next snap, but you guys got to put in work. We'll give it to the next update. We'll give it to the next update. But it definitely slowed down. $98. We maxed out at 121, had to beat 137. We'll try again in just a little bit. Quinn Ewers fires high, incomplete there on first down. We'll try it again in just a little bit if we could break the chat rate high for a free entry there. Got to watch it tonight, Billy. Tonight. Billy said if we hit 300 likes, he'll watch The Green Mile. Fantastic movie. It's long, but it's a good one.
I got a long list of movies I got to check out.
Ewers fires, incomplete again, trying to get it to Darren Waller. Dax Hill, Barrett Carter there on the coverage. A quick third down. Type your threes now. Type your threes now. Let's get another stop. Let's keep putting points on the board and getting stops. This is going to be the part in the game, Billy. Are the Dolphins really trying to win? They just showed Zach Wilson over on the sideline. Ewers back to pass, fires down the center of the field. Incomplete, intercepted. Barrett Carter at the 50, going back the other way. 40, down to the 35. Interception, Barrett Carter. Type your INTs. It's party time in Miami. Come on. Shout out, I think that was DJ Turner on the tight coverage. Knocked it up in the air. Barrett Carter, right place, right time. Can we beat the chat rate high now? A good opportunity to do it again. Back-to-back takeaways. Spam those INTs, folks. If we beat 137 on the chat rate high, we'll give it away. We'll give away a free entry. First you had the fumble. You put up 7. Now you got the pick. Can you put up 7 again? Barrett Carter, up and down year this year. Gets a big takeaway there. Spam those INTs, folks. We're at 72 right now. Double the pace. Let's help him out, Billy. I'm going to help him out here. I'm going to help out because I want to give away a free entry. I guess that wasn't DJ Turner that knocked it away. Maybe it was Dax Hill. It was 20-something. Josh Newton. It was Josh Newton that knocked it away. Because Paul Danner Jr. just said DJ Turner officially questionable to return with an illness. Note that in your brain bank. We're going to give away a free entry here, folks. I just know it. We're spamming the INTs. And we did break the chat rate high. Up there to 195 now. Keep spamming the INTs. Billy, in just a second, pick me a winner for the free entry here. Billy's got an eye on the chat. Make yourself known. We'll pick it after this play, after this first play by the Bengals offense. Well, Derek said it's a book, too. I recommend the movie, though.
Yeah, I don't have time for the book.
Yeah, I'm a movie guy over book guy.
All right, let's pick a winner here after this play. Looking now, keep spamming.
Burrow dumping it down. Chase Brown makes a guy miss. 15, 20-yard, 22-yard pickup for Chase Brown inside the red zone again. Who you got, Billy? Who you got?
Let's go with Gray Fox 46-45. Gray Fox 46-45.
Gray Fox 46-45. Did you pick him? Did you pick him because they put your name in there?
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, didn't even notice that. Just saw Billy TD Houday.
Nice.
Gray Fox, you got an entry into the hat and chain raffle. Hand off up the middle again. Brown cuts upfield. Touchdown Bengals! Going up 17 now. 14 points off 2 back-to-back turnovers. The Grinch coming down to Whoville and taking the Christmas fun away from the Dolphins, baby. What a play there by Chase Brown, cutting upfield, getting into the end zone for 6. "14 points off turnovers for this Bengals team, up 31-14. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. First you had the fumble recovery. Jordan Battle knocks it out. Miles Murphy recovers. Chase Brown puts it in for 6. And then you have the Barrett Carter. Excuse me, I should give all the credit to where it's due. Josh Newton, with great coverage, knocks it up into the air. Barrett Carter catches it, brings it back to the Miami 34. And Chase Mother effing Brown puts it in for 6, baby. Spam those TDs. INTs and then TDs. I tell you what, this makes for a great afternoon, Billy. A great afternoon. F the draft picks. F the draft picks.
It's the benefit of it. If you're winning, enjoy that win. Coast on it. Like you said, have a good time and multiple touchdowns. Reminds me a little bit of the Ravens game. I'm kind of getting that Ravens game feel to it.
The first one?
The Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they forced 5 turnovers in that first matchup against the Ravens.
Yeah,
I'll say this, too. I know the Dolphins aren't great. They're better. They have a better I'll say this. They have a better record than the Bengals this year, but they're still not good. They're 6-8. But still, seeing the defense start to kind of turn it around here after the bye week has been nice to see. By the way, we did hit 200 likes. I promised a shot for that earlier. It's nice to see the defense play a little bit better. I get it. It's against Quinn Ewers and not a great Miami team, but they weren't playing great to start this game. They definitely weren't.
Offensively looked pretty good as we run down the stats here. I kind of went by us here, Chris, that like Higgins is playing in general. Probably shouldn't be playing, honestly. The head stuff, I would have just taken the rest of the season off, but you called him a warrior. He certainly is. He's out there. He's playing well today. Jamar Chase is having a nice day. You can see there. Touchdown's not there, but catches, yards, reliable.
Jamar Chase is always like a quiet 100 yards every time. Like if he goes for like 150, 200-plus yards, it's always big-time plays. But it's always a quiet 100 yards for Jamar Chase, at the very minimum.
T's got a touchdown there, a couple catches to go with it. P. Ryan's been a great red zone running back this season. 4 years played well today. Chase Brown back getting involved. We were worried about that. He hasn't played as well since Burrow kind of took over. But good to see Chase Brown back. And then Burrow's been good today. He was not good last week against Buffalo. But you feel like today he was pretty good, right?
Yeah, he's been really good today so far. Burrow's definitely been pretty good so far today. Winning the time of possession. Dolphins are winning the run game, but let's be honest. Is A-Chain the better running back?
We'll never know.
I think that's a fair question. He's electric. Devon A-Chain's electric. Did have a big rush earlier in the first half, so that's kind of the difference there in the running game right now. Dolphins taking over from the 25, though, giving it to A-Chain. He'll pick up one. Excuse me, no, that's right. Eight minutes to go here in the third quarter, by the way. 2nd and 8 now for the Dolphins. Still not a lot today from Shamar Stewart. He's not in there right now. Quinn Ewers going to get it out to right again. Makes a guy miss. He's going to cut upfield, get the first down and more. We're getting kicked out of bounds. 44. Somebody flew across the screen and missed the tackle. I don't know who it was, but been an issue. Been an issue all year. Most of these big plays for the Dolphins today, too, somebody has been in the right position to make a tackle, and they miss it. Oh, it's almost like I just said that, Billy. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Hand off, A-Chain up the middle. He'll pick up 2. Gab saying, don't we want to lose out? Hey, that's the question we've posed a lot today. I'll throw it back up on the pin poll, by the way. Second and 8, play action. Ewers rolling out to the right side. Nobody there. Just going to throw it away. Chase Brown makes the catch over on the sideline. We asked it earlier, and the majority of people were saying yes. But do you want to win? Yes, because F losing. Or no, tank for draft picks. Or tank for a draft pick. Let me know what you guys think. Ewers on 3rd and 8, fires, caught. Not going to be enough for the first down, though. See if the Dolphins go for it. We just keep asking the question because I think it's a fair question to ask. Obviously, people feel a different way about it. I feel like for the most part, what we have seen is people say, yes, you want to win the game because F losing. Let me know down at the pin poll. It's 4th and 1. The Dolphins will go for it here. Ewers under center. They'll put Waddle in motion to the right side. Ewers going to try to sneak it. I don't know if he got it. He kind of slipped. They might mark him short. He got the snap and kind of slipped. I don't know if there'll be a camera view, though, to really overturn anything. We're waiting here. As of right now, it's going to be Bengals football. They might measure this. Are they really bringing the chains out? I thought they were doing the virtual measurements. It does suck. Here's the virtual measurement. Short by 10 inches. I don't know if you'd call that short. Either way, Bengals get the turnover on downs, baby. Type those TOs in the chat. Type those TOs in the chat. I crack myself up sometimes, Billy. I crack myself up sometimes.
Cancel the show. Call it. Bengals win. We got to go.
Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll see you later.
We got to go. It's that beat shirt. Chris is really feeling himself.
We're down in Miami, baby. Either way, you got the fumble recovery. You got the interception. And now you got a turnover on downs. Good job on the defense, man. All jokes aside. All jokes aside. That's funny. That's funny. I really hope. So my parents are already at my fiance's parents' house right now. I really hope they don't have me on screen. I really hope they're not all watching together. I haven't got a text message, so.
A little out of pocket.
Call it a dub. Hopefully they're out at Skyline or something like that. Type P to block the bots, folks. They are absolutely going crazy right now, and it's a great transition to where we just were. It's a great transition. Matthew said, don't know for him to do the stream with a shirt off. Hashtag Miami vibes.
I'm keeping this thing on the rails here. I'm stepping in.
Billy's shutting this shit down.
Look, we got a quarter and a half left. Let's keep it together, people. Bengals start winning for the first time in a few weeks, and everybody's losing their minds.
I'm going to have to clip that later.
It's an all-timer.
Put that up on my Twitter. The Bengals will take over at the 47-yard line. We said earlier this would be a game of field position. They have had some good field position. The last two drives at the Dolphins 35 and 34, now at their own 47. Can we put the hammer down? Can we put the hammer down? Burrow, now under center. Started off a shotgun, now under center. Hand off, Chase Brown up the middle, makes a couple guys miss. He'll pick up 4. Burrow having an existential crisis? That's what they just said. Whatever. What does that mean? Existential crisis?
Looked himself in the mirror.
Like the man in the mirror. At the 50. 2nd and 7. Burrow, hand off again. Chase Brown up the middle. Kind of got blown up there. Gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd down here now, folks. Type your threes.
Existential crisis, a period of deep questioning about life's meaning, purpose, and value once triggered by major life changes, loss, trauma, or even not achieving your goals.
Maybe he needs to go on a little darkness retreat, a little ayahuasca retreat in the offseason. See what's up there. 3rd and 5 here. Burrow back to pass. The Dolphins bring 5. Deep down the field. Got a man. Caught. Jamar Chase down to the 11. What a play by Jamar Chase. The throw was underthrown. Had to come back. Man, if he would have put that on the goal line. Type your ones. Uno.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Chris's Twitter down below. I've seen a couple people ask.
I need another beer bong, folks. I need another beer bong. They mark him out at 12. Either way. Down inside the Omaha Steaks red zone. Handoff up the middle. Chase Brown. Pick up a 7. Down to the 5. Bengals offense rolling right now.
Chris, could we get some Flacco snaps coming up?
No. No way.
You're up 30-something almost?
Maybe if they scored another touchdown here, fourth quarter.
Up 20-something?
Flacco mania? Burrow under center now. They'll put Higgins in motion. Burrow looking left. Rolling out. Left side now. Just going to throw it into the dirt as he's taken down. Oh, no. Come on, Joe. Get up. Come on. Oh, man. Joe's down. Now he's getting up. Now he's getting up.
All right.
Maybe he's just pissed.
Another crisis. Possible crisis happening right now.
God.
In-game existential crisis, that would be crazy.
Say, kind of got his ankle rolled up on a little bit there. Both.
Which foot did he get surgery on? His right foot?
I think it was his right.
Right
correct?
foot.
I think it was his right toe. 3rd and goal. No, it's not 3rd and goal. It's 3rd and 3. They took it off the screen. Burrow, empty set. Burrow fires, end zone, wide open, caught! Chase Brown! Chase Brown! Touchdown, Bengals! The floodgates have opened! Hop on the ark! The rain is coming! The rain is coming! Bengals up 37-14! F the picks! Get the dub! We're eating a dub! I don't know if I can do that with my fingers, Billy. Eating a dub! Chase Brown, 3 touchdowns here in the 3rd quarter. Bengals up 38-14. Let's go. Let's go. F the picks. F the picks. I'm changing the pen poll. What should I change it to, Billy?
Is it time for Flacco?
Yeah, is it Flacco time?
Seen some Flacco
There you
chatter.
go. I like that. Is it Flacco time?
Seeing some Flacco chatter. It's fun to put your backup in. If you know you won, but not fun to put them in if you know you lost. But let's go. Get your Flacco votes in.
I tell you what, man, it just makes the rest of the day more fun. 28 unanswered points for this Bengals team. So, Dead Man said ballin' when it doesn't matter. Hey, look, Dead Man, let's just have a fun afternoon. You know, you're smoking some meats. We're down in Miami. Let's have some fun, baby. Let's have some fun.
I do want to point out, Chris, these are the type of things happening here. Jobs could be saved because of things like this. Jobs could be saved.
Look, and I'll say this too, Billy. I'll say this too. You know, you say you win out. Say you win out. Does it mean anything? No. Does it hurt your draft stock? Yes. But does it put positive vibes into 2026? I think it does as well. Zack Taylor's not going to get fired. As much as we want it to happen, it's not going to happen. Duke Tobin keeping his job. As much as we want him gone, it's not going to happen. Might as well have some positive vibes going into 2026. What's the difference, Billy?
Respect.
What's the difference between picking at 10 and picking at 14?
Respect. We've been talking about it.
Quinn Ewers still in the game for the Dolphins, by the way. Fires it up. Intercepted! Intercepted! Jalen Davis! Bengals pick it off! 3 turnovers here in the 3rd quarter! Come on! Let's put it on them! Bodying Jalen Waddle down the sideline. Rolly in shambles. Give me that ball. It might be It might be Zach Wilson time for the Dolphins here. It might be Zach Wilson time for the Dolphins, folks. Field position. Bengals starting off at their own 48. Burrow's still in the game, by the way. Going to dump it off here. Chase Brown. Going to try to make some moves. Takes a big hit there, but still picks up a solid 5-6 yards. I tried my best, Billy, not to lose my voice today. It might happen. Parents in town. I might have to go home and whisper to them. Second and 4. Handoff. Brown. Got a seam. Runs a guy over. Makes a guy miss. Inside the 35. And they'll blow it dead at the 34-yard line. Chase Brown with a first down pickup. Type your ones. Get on the arc, folks. Because the rain is coming down in Miami. Folks are saying Flacco time. 71% on the pin poll. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter, by the way. I formation. Handoff Pirine now. Good push up front by this offensive line, by the way. Gotta give it to him here in the second half. That's a nice pickup as well of about 7. Broadcast is saying 2nd and 5. He definitely picked up more than 5 yards there. They'll give it to Pirine. Left side again. Stiff arms a guy. First down. Type your ones. Bengals are really taking over right now. Santa Claus is coming to town. Uh-oh. Santa Claus is coming to town. Let's go. All right. Type your 4s down in the chat. We are headed to the fourth quarter here. We want to give a shout out to the sponsor of our show today. That's Omaha Steaks, folks. From effortless holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. With Omaha Steaks, you know exactly what you're gifting. USDA certified tender steaks, premium proteins, elegant sides, and decadent, indulgent desserts. So shop this season's top gourmet gifts at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. It's not just steaks, folks. They've also got chicken. They've got pork. They've got seafood. They've got burgers. They've got franks. They've got a ton of different options, ton of different bundles that you guys can choose from. We're sitting here now. It's December 21st. If you haven't necessarily decided what you're going to get the in-laws, what you're going to get, your brother-in-law for Christmas time here, a bundle from from Omaha Steaks is a great gift around the holiday season. I got one for my brother and his fiance. I also got one for my best friend, his wife, and their 2 kids as well. It is super simple, super easy to do. You just go on there, you pick a bundle. If you're shipping it to somebody else, you put in your billing address, you put in their shipping address, and you can even throw in a little holiday note in there as well. Omaha Steaks, by the way, has been America's original butcher since 1917. It's a family-owned company with over 100 years of expertise in the meat industry. So save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. And visit omahasteaks.com for $35 off just by using promo code Bengals at checkout. Terms do apply. You can see that website for extra details. But it's omahasteaks.com. Promo code Bengals to get an additional $35 off. Got that link down in the comments section of today's show, also in the description of today's show as well. Spam your fours. Spam your fours down in the chat. If we break the chat rate high, we'll give away a free entry here at the start of the fourth quarter. You got to put in work, though. The chat rate high right now is 197. 197 is the chat rate high. Let's put in some work. Type those fours. If we break it, we will give away a free entry. Play action. Burrow rolls out right. Gonna get it to Cam Grandy here. He'll pick up 2. Spam your fours down below. Let's continue to put 7 up on the board. I see Gray Fox down there. Desert Ranger. Matthew, 23 MTS. Tristan down spamming the fours down there. Derek Steele said touchdown for Sample. We'll see. We'll see. Marshall down in the chat. The Aaron. Handoff up the middle. Chase Brown again. He'll pick up 3. It's going to be 3rd down. Keep spamming your fours, though, here at the start of the fourth quarter. I see Jake down in the chat. A different Jake down in the chat. Got 2 different Jakes down there. Tristan, Don, Chris. Shout out Chris just because of his name. Mark, Don, Tim Tyra, Desert Ranger, Mike, Matthew. Burrow looking, fires, caught, touchdown, Mike Gesicki! Mike Gesicki hitting the gritty on 3rd and 6. Type your TDs, spam your TDs. Let's break the chat rate high, folks. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bengals up 44-14. It's a rout. It's a rout. Evan McPherson makes it 45-14. Cincinnati Bengals putting it on them. 21 points off turnovers after the Jalen Davis pick. What a turnaround here in the second half. Can we get a 50 burger? Can we get a 50 burger? It's definitely Flacco time now, right? Gotta be. It's malpractice if it's not. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't. I see Gray down in the chat. Tracy, Bailey. Can we get another beer bong here, folks? $20 for 2 beer bongs and 20 entries into the hat and chain raffle. It's been positive vibes. It's been positive vibes today. Trying to rip a couple more happy dads here in the fourth quarter. Let's do it, folks. Let's do it. 147 on the chat rate right now. We got to beat 197 to give away a free entry. Chris Bellinger wants some Flacco mania. There's a $2 super chat coming in saying, hell nah, let's go for 50. That's an entry. That's an entry. Into the hat and chain raffle. I'm going to lose my voice today. Phoenix Ethan coming in with that $2 super chat. That is an entry into the hat and chain raffle. Shout out Ethan. Appreciate that $2 super chat, bud. Metallica said 1 beer per point. Yikes. Yikes. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Bursch Atlanta said, do I hear 60? Can I get 50 here, 50 here, 50 here? Sold 50. Sold 50. No, a touchdown would be 52.
You guys are going to get McDaniel fired. These 50s, 60s.
It might. I don't know. I don't know what that Ian Rappaport report said about Mike McDaniels earlier. I think it said he was probably good. McPherson kicks off here. Still 13 and a half minutes to go in this ball game. They could definitely get there. Zuich said, need a 50 burger for my DraftKings. Well, we're rooting for you. We are rooting for you. Joe Burrow today, 25 for 32, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Can we get another turnover here? How insane would that be? 3 turnovers on the last 3 drives. Quinn Ewers still in the game. What a play! Shamar Stewart coming out of nowhere for the TFL. Shout out 97 making a play. Shamar making the really second tackle, I think, of the game for him today. Nice TFL there of 1, though. They'll flip it out right side, A-Chain. Nice tackle by Demetrius Knight. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So you had what, the fumble, the pick, turnover on downs, and then another interception in that third quarter. Absolutely insane. 3rd and 5 here, though. The Dolphins, 2 of 8 on 3rd downs today. Flag coming down. False start on the Dolphins. No way. Are the Titans winning right now? Can you show me that? Somebody in the chat said 23-9 Titans. No way. Chiefs down bad right now, man. Chiefs down bad. What do we got in that Saints game? I guess it doesn't matter at this point right now. You're winning this game. F them picks. 3rd and 10 from the Dolphins 31. Empty set for Quinn Ewers. Here's the snap. Looking. Fires. Caught. A-Chain. Not going to get there. It'll bring up 4th down again for this Bengals defense. They just put the camera on Mike McDaniels, and he definitely said in the microphone, you've got to be shitting me. They might have to trade up and pick a quarterback. You going to put all your money on Quinn Ewers next year? Maybe they trade for somebody? Yeah, maybe they do end up bringing Tua back. Caught at the 20. Williams. Got some room to work. Going to bring it out to the 45. Field position. Joe Burrow's done for the day, folks. Joe Flacco is in. We're going to change the pin poll again. Will the Bengals score 50? Yes or no? Pin poll. Will the Bengals score 50? The final line today for Joe Burrow, 25 of 32. Over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Crazy. Are they going to go to, what's the club down there? There's like a famous club down there in Miami. What's it called? Live? I thought it was like a number. I thought it was like 7 or something like that.
Club Live, that's Drake's spot.
I'm going to look it up. Top clubs in Miami.
No, 11. Yeah, 11's
11.
famous. Yeah.
I thought it was a number. Going to Club 11 tonight?
I think you just say 11.
It's just 11? Going to 11 tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what 11.
Boys
2
May.
L's or 1s. That's pretty nifty. Floyd, number 2. It's on MiamiNewTimes.com. La Atra, Live. Live was number 5, Billy. It's number 5. What's Drake doing? What's Drake doing at the number 5 club in Miami tonight? Crazy. Deadman wants to see 60 on the board. 60. Absolutely insane. Let's go through a couple more stats here, Billy. Some offensive and defensive stats. Chase Brown, 12 carries for 66 yards. I bet he's got some receiving yards cooked up in there too. T. Higgins had those 3 catches in the first, 2 drives of the game? 53 yards. I wonder if he's even played since then. Chase Brown, by the way, also 4 catches for 43 yards. So 109 yards total from scrimmage here today for Chase Brown. Got Taj Brooks in at running back as well. The 2s are in, folks. The 2s are in. Handoff. Brooks gets back to the line of scrimmage. Jamar Chase. Just a cool, calm, and collected. 9 catches, 109 yards. Quinn Ewers sucks. Not good. Not good at all. Waddle was cooking in the first half, but here in the second half, man, just nothing for him. 2nd and 10. Flacco hands it off to Brooks again. Might have picked up 2 there. It'll be 3rd and long. I got to imagine they probably run the ball again. Six of 10 today on 3rd downs. Flacco dropping back to pass here. Fires, caught. Not enough, though, to Tanner Hudson. Got to cross midfield, but the Bengals will punt here. Inside of 10 minutes to go. AR, yes, sir, they did take Chase Brown out. They did take him out. Taj Brooks in there now. Punt is away from Rico. Fair catch signal. And it bounces at the 7, and it's going to be downed at the 2. Great punt from Ryan Rico. Mitchell Tinsley downs it at the 2. Can you get a safety here? Can you get a safety? I wonder if Zach Wilson comes in now for the Dolphins. Is it Zach Wilson time? Finally, the Bengals put it on somebody this year. Somebody feels the pain that we've been feeling all year long. Quinn Ewers still in there. Handoff, A-Chain up the middle. Kind of got stuffed, but will get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 9. Play action. Ewers rolls out right, dumping it off to the tight end here. He's going to get the first down across the 20, 25 down to the 32-yard line. So they get out of their own end zone there. Bro, why is Tyreek Hill's neck so big? Almost looks like that one dude, that meme guy. The neck guy. I guess trap game goes hard. So 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. I formation. Handoff. A-Chain will pick up maybe 3 on that one up the middle. TJ Slayton with the tackle. Dolphins owner down there with the binoculars. I'm sure he's looking at the cheerleaders and not the team. Ewers, play action, dropping back, dumping it off here to the tight end again. And he's going to fight forward for the first down. Joe Giles Harris there. So you got some 2s in here on defense as well. Oh, man, Joe Giles Harris is down, by the way. Kind of grabbing at his head. Well, you put in the 2s, and immediately Joe Giles Harris goes down after making the tackle there. He was like on the ground on his knees, kind of grabbing at his head, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But notable. Jalen Wright now in at running back. Play action. Ewers back to pass. He's going to fire. Caught. Waddle. First down. Shout out Melissa. Thanks for watching. First and 10 of the Bengals 39 now. Handoff right up the middle. Nice tackle by Oren Burks there after a pickup of 2. Inside of 6 to go now. Yikes. Cowboys getting smoked. Ewers rolling out to the right side, looking, dumping off here. Couple guys miss. Washington down inside the 15 now. So the Dolphins are driving on this drive. Can you get a stop here in the red zone? Down inside the Omaha Steaks red zone. Use promo code Bengals to get an additional $35 off your order. First and 10 from the 13 for the Dolphins now. They'll offset I. They'll flip it right side. Right. Breaking a couple tackles. First down to the 2. Moondust Whispers coming in with a $2 super chat. Let's go. Appreciate that $2 super chat there, Moondust. We'll get you in. Oh, no. Unhide. That's my bad. I was trying to go to your profile to get your name. Melissa Connor coming in with that $2 super chat. Bam, got you in to the Bengals party hat and chain raffle. Flip out, right side, right. He's got it. Touchdown. Ooh, yay, 2.0. Damn it, I did it again. I'm an idiot. That's Tamira and Tamir not. Quentin with that $2 super chat there. That's going to get you into the raffle as well. I unhid you, by the way. I accidentally did that. She said, I think you meant Dolphins suck. I think I said that, didn't I? I said Quinn Ewers. Maybe that's what you were referring to there. They all suck. They all suck. I unhid you, by the way. I was trying to go to the profile to get your name. Accidentally hit hid, but I unhid you guys, so you can still comment. You can still comment. That's my bad. Said I'm male. My bad. Ooh, yay 2.0 said and referred to me as Tamari. I'm just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. I can't read sometimes. Tamari. Duh. That's on me, Tamari. That's on me. Sometimes I gotta take a second take. So the Dolphins now with 21 on the board, they will kick off. Caught at the 6. Williams to the 30, down to the 31. Gotta imagine we're going to see a lot of Taj Brooks here in the final 3.5 minutes of this ball game. Tamari also saying, 21? 21? Get out of here with the 6'7" nonsense. It's 21. You're not my dad. Brooks, right side. He's fighting forward. Pick up 4. What a dub. What a dub here. I don't know if we're going to hit that 50 burger. 92% of people said they want it, said they think it happened. T and Jamar on the sideline, by the way. Posted up. Hand off again. Brooks kind of getting stuffed up the middle right now. It's going to bring up third down and about 5 as the Bengals do have to snap it one more time before the 2-minute warning. So make our post-game video a little bit more fun. That's for sure. That's for sure. Julie Nagy said the hat is working. Hey, it is. It is. Desert Ranger said, Chris, where'd you get that shirt? I like it. I think I got it from Meyer, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got it from Meyer. Keyshawn Williams with a little end-around handoff here. He'll pick up 2. That's going to get us down to the 2-minute warning and 4th down. What a game here for the Bengals today. 45 points, over 400 yards. Had over 100 yards rushing. That's nice. That's nice. Did a pretty good job on third downs. Really, the turnovers was a big, key thing in this game. What they have? The 3 turnovers and a turnover on down. Bengals were 6 for 6 in the red zone. They were 6 for 12 on third downs, 1 for 1 on fourth down. Great performance. Great performance overall by the offense, capitalizing 21 points off turnovers today. Really, that's where it all started. That's where it all started. You had a 21-point third quarter off of those turnovers. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you also scored a touchdown after that turnover on downs. Chase Brown with another 100 yards from scrimmage today. Joe Burrow was basically perfect. Did take 2 sacks, but for the most part, basically perfect. Really in that third quarter, too, you saw the Bengals' offensive line just totally take over and dominate. Totally take over and dominate. Tamari coming in with another $2 super chat. That's going to be another entry into the Bengals hat and chain raffle. Saying, just pray they get to 50. Steelers suck. Probably going to punt it here on 4th down. So you're going to give it back to the Dolphins. Got to imagine they're going to run it a couple times and just try to get out of here. This is probably going to end up being your final score, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and change the pin poll again. I feel like this was a quick game, too. 1, 2, 3, 2 hours and 50-ish minutes. It's a quick NFL game, bro. So grade the Bengals today, A, B, C, D/F. Down at the pin poll. You can also let us know down in the chat as well. Shout out to Mari coming in with that $2 super chat. 150, F the Steelers. That punt down to the 4. The Bengals will just walk away from it. Wow. Shout out Ryan Rico, too. This was an insane game of field position. He is down the ball now at least 2 times that I can remember inside the 5-yard line on punts. Mari giving it an A. CZ with an A. Marvin with a B+. Dejan with an A. Joe with a B+. Phoenix saying, what's the point of Flacco playing if he won't throw? Well, it's garbage time. It's garbage time. Yeah, you can put that up. Incomplete pass here on 1st down for the Dolphins. Moon Dust shouting out, spreading the love here with a $2 super chat again, saying this one is for Derek Deal. So I assume that means she wants to give the entry to Derek. Shout out Moondust. Ewers fires, caught, first down to about the 17 as the clock continues to tick here inside of 2 minutes, down to 1:34 on the clock. Shout out Melissa Connor. And this one's for Derek Deal. Hooday. Appreciate that, Melissa. First and 10, 1:20 left. Pitch and caught down to the 36. DJ Ivy makes the tackle. As it is just a little bit too little, too late for this Dolphins offense. But look, they're putting in work right now. They're trying to get a little 2-minute action with Quinn Ewers as that one goes incomplete. DJ Ivy. So, the game is over, but the Dolphins are trying to do work here. Little 2-minute warning or 2-minute drive action. Trying to prepare for the future. But this ball game is pretty much over. It is over. It is over. Anthoff saying, rather see Jake Browning throw. Now, that's going to be another interesting move this offseason, Billy. Almost picked off. Almost another interception over the middle of the field. But it falls incomplete. I don't even know who it was. They cut right back to Quinn Ewers there. But Jake Browning is also a free agent after the season. Are they going to bring him back? Are they going to try to take somebody late in the draft at quarterback? Maybe they sign somebody in the offseason. I don't know if you're bringing Flacco back. I don't know, man. That's. 3rd and 10, handoff up the middle. Right, going to pick up 9. As we're inside of a minute now, 43 seconds on the clock. We're just waiting for this one to hit 0 at this point. Grade the Bengals A, B, C, D, or F. Desert Ranger says A. Nolan with an A. Pam with an A. Jake with an A. Tyler says A-. A little bit slow there in the first half, but Bengals were up 17-14 at halftime, and then they go on a 28-0 run. Wright's going to pick up the first down. Dolphins finally in that with 7 points on that last drive. Zack Taylor takes the headset off. We're inside 10 seconds, down to 1, down to 0. That is ball game, folks. The Cincinnati Bengals finally do to somebody else what people have been doing to them all season long, and they put it on the Miami Dolphins today. We partied. We had the party hat. We had the party chain. We had the party shirt here in Miami, baby. Great performance overall. F them draft picks. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day where the Bengals are picking. So, shout out this whole team, man. Make sure you guys hit that sub button, by the way. If you're not subscribed already here to Bengals Breakdown, we're live for every single Bengals game. We will have a instant reaction out here in just a little bit. We'll also have a rumors video out later this evening for you guys as well. So hit that sub button. The Bengals win today 45-21 over the Miami Dolphins.